It is a great day to be alive on this Thursday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Once again, no Kyle Wallace. Once again, no Brad Nortman. Which means you have Ben Brust and Alex Stro with you till 5 o'clock. Chris Larson running the show. You, KBN Nation, as always, can get into the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. We're also on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. If you haven't downloaded the ESPN Wisconsin app, it's so easy to use. You can listen live, listen back. It's got everything for you. Alex Stro, what do you got for me, kid?
Kid? It's good to see you, Benny.
You're still relatively much younger than me.
Well, how old are you?
I turned 34 in a couple weeks.
Wouldn't you argue kid is a disrespectful thing to say?
Not to you.
I mean, I don't mind being
you
the
act
kid.
like a child.
Yeah, I don't mind being the kid, like robbing you out.
No, but that's too high of praise.
Because I would say, like, of the ESPN Wisconsin, of the KBN show, I probably am the robbing you out. So the kid is fine.
What are you trying to do here? You're not.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
Don't you get me started over there. Good to see you, old man.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings or make me go into this. Well, I'm not an old man. I literally was introducing the show and was like, "What's going on, kid?" And you just were like, that's disrespectful.
Oh, I can already tell today's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun today.
Why? Am I contentious?
A little bit. You've been a little moody today, which I understand. Life happens, right?
A little moody today.
You've been a little moody today. I tried to talk to you earlier today. You're like, grumpy. And then I talked to you 4 minutes ago, and I said, "Hey, are you at an 8?" Like I always ask. And you said, "It will be. It will be."
Okay, that's how I said it.
You gave me multiple. I said, "You good? You ready to go?"
I will be.
I will be.
All right.
Okay, man.
Now
gotcha.
We're misrepresenting the conversation. So, yeah, it is going to be fun.
It's the second time you've accused me of misrepresentation in the last 2 hours of the show.
It's because it's true.
Moody.
Maybe.
Misrepresentation.
You know what? Maybe
Who are you, a freaking lawyer?
Maybe I'm an old man curmudgeon that you said I am.
A little bit.
Chris Larson's running the show. Chris, am I moody? Be honest.
I've only been with you for about the last hour or so, but no, you didn't seem moody at all to me.
What about when we worked more, in
closely together,
close capacity?
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah.
I would argue,
everybody can be moody. But
Chris, we were in show prep, which was a brief show prep today.
Yeah.
Less distractions without Kyle and Brad around, I've noticed.
No doubt.
And at one point you go, "Well, Strope's been sitting on his phone for 10 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out a segment."
Segment 7.
Yeah, segment 7.
So you better hold your horses for about 3:30 this afternoon because we got a doozy scheduled for you.
And it's about you, of course. I needed a segment, and Strofe was like, "Well, I got something." It's about me.
Yeah, you were all moody that I was on my phone. I thought we had a show. And so, yeah, here we are. So anyway.
What
are we starting the show with today?
What's that?
What are we starting the show with today?
Well, I wouldn't classify Matt LaFleur as moody.
Oh, he can be, though. Just like you.
He can be, but I wouldn't say he's moody. But he gets, he tries to be very coy, I'd say, up on the podium when he's talking to the media. Very brief session today, very quick. I got the email from Alex Stro, came through my desk, and it said, very brief session with Matt LaFleur at the podium. This is part of the reason why, because Micah Parsons wants to play more snaps for the Green Bay Packers, and naturally, I love that the best player who had a quote-unquote back injury, who's now off the injury report, wants to play more snaps. When asked, Matt LaFleur had this response about Micah Parsons and his snap count.
We'll see.
All right, there it is. We're going to see together.
Yep.
He's very interesting because he loves to use the "we'll see." The quarterback is limited. He just picks and chooses when he literally just doesn't want to engage at all.
Will Aaron Banks practice in any capacity today? Yes.
We'll see.
We'll see. He can be very brief on stuff like that, which is fine, I guess. It's coach speak.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, in the past, I used to be like, "Oh, he's just trying to find a competitive advantage." We all know Micah Parsons is going to be playing. Instead of we'll see. Again, I'm not going to tell him how to do his job, but I think Micah's done a really good job handling the workload. He came in here in a short turnaround. He's picked up the playbook really well. We've utilized him in certain situations. We obviously want to ramp him up, and I think we'll see together what that looks like on Sunday.
We'll see.
We'll do what together?
We'll see that together.
We'll see.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like all the media, all the fans, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, look,
I said we'll see.
Yeah, it took you that long to get there?
Yes, but I used "we'll see" in a larger context of still giving the same. Did I not? I gave the same answer.
You gave us more than Matt LaFleur did.
Yeah, but it's ultimately the same answer. We'll see. We'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, again, it doesn't bother me. But
I'm going to tell him how to do his job if you don't mind. You don't want to tell him how to do his job? I'll tell him how to do his job. If your best player says, hey, I'd like to play more, you say, okay, sounds
We'll
good.
see.
We'll see.
I disagree. I completely disagree. It is up to the head coach to make sure that the health of the most important players and
He's fine.
I know he is, but if they're able to have this much success and be able to keep them reasonably, I don't want to be this limited, but it's his job to make sure that he's going to be healthy when the season matters most, which is down the line. This is a playoff team. This is a team that's likely going to win the NFC North unless they shoot themselves in the foot because the schedule lines up nicely. This is a team that has the potential to be vying for a number 1 seed and doing something that Packer fans have been thriving for. Thriving for is probably the wrong word. I had the word and I lost it.
Striving for?
Striving for. It's been too long of a drought to not have the Lombardi Trophy lifted since 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point, I'm fine with him managing it, but I tend to agree. It doesn't need to be this coy. I'm maybe in between the we'll see and he should play every snap, like thumbs up. Micah Parsons, you have to protect your players from themselves sometimes.
Okay, hold on. So let's say college basketball games are 40 minutes, correct?
Yep.
Frank Kaminsky's only playing 20 minutes. And he goes to Bo Ryan and says, hey, Bo, hey, coach.
How did that work for Sam Decker?
I would like to play more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm using Frank as I would view him as the equivalent on those Badgers teams to what Micah Parsons is on these Packers teams.
Sure.
The best player. And Frank goes to Bo and says, I would like to play more. I have a hard time believing Bo would be like, we'll see.
Yeah, it's not apples to apples.
It's not. I know it's not. I know
it's just not.
But I guess the ultimate point I'm trying to make is if Micah Parsons is going to the media, and he's doing this subtly, but he's saying, yeah, I don't want to be in snap count anymore. Like, without saying the back injury was fake, he's saying the back injury was fake. I'm freaking fine. I need to wreak more chaos. And the other part of this, and I know we're going to get this at some point today, but this is a big magnifying glass on these defenses today. Because, when you think about the best edge rushers in football, you think about Micah Parsons, you think about Myles Garrett, and then you can throw a couple other names in there, right? Like the TJ Watts, the Aiden Hutchinsons. But these are probably the two best. When you look at Potawatomi Sportsbook, these are the two best odds for Defensive Player of the Year. If Myles Garrett is making something happen on one side, Micah Parsons is going to want to get right back at it on
For
the
sure.
other side.
Myles Garrett leads the league with 3.5 sacks.
He does.
He's disruptive, and no matter what you do, he's so big, he's so strong, he's so fast, he's
Just
so
like
physical. Not like me, definitely not like me, that he will disrupt any game he is in. Micah does the exact same thing in different ways. Probably a little bit more with speed, a little bit more with the ability to move him around and put him in different places and create mismatches for him wherever it is on the field. I tend to agree that if I was Micah Parsons, I'd be saying the same thing because I'm looking at the best of the best are crazy.
Huh?
The best of the best are crazy. You don't think Micah knows that Myles Garrett has 3.5 sacks?
Oh, he knows.
You don't think Micah knows that he has 10 pressures in 2 games, but probably would have a lot more if he wasn't on this pitch count? Successful people at the highest level are all crazy, and they all need a little crazy. I don't want a leader of anything in business, in sports, in any sort of competition. If you don't have that one person who's got a little bit of crazy, the one that will take again the smallest thing and turn it into a huge thing. So I hope that Micah Parsons is saying this because he knows that Myles Garrett is on the other side of the sideline because obviously they're not out there together thinking this guy's really good. I want to be better than him
Yeah, he ain't
and display this in every chance I get because it's different than a quarterback thing, but quarterbacks, you see them every week. They have an opportunity to showcase it. When you get to showcase it the same game as the other side, you want to be talked about. Myles Garrett wants to be talked about, but I love the competition that he's probably playing in his head, and I can tell you that he's got to be wired like this because he didn't get to 4 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pros in his first 4 seasons without having a little crazy in him. I want a little crazy in my star players. I want to play every snap. Now, we'll see, right? Is Stro going to get married next week? I don't know. What do we think?
We'll see.
So you're Matt LaFleur.
Actually,
does Brad Nortman have a name for his baby boy yet?
We'll see.
Is Chris Larson going to root for Ohio State? Biggest Michigan fan I knew. I had to try and see if he would accidentally just click it on.
If he would play into the show or just stand up for
stand on his backbone.
No, I truly believe Brad Nortman. If we asked him what his son's name is, he might say, "We'll see."
Is Brad Nortman going to come back to this show with a backbone?
We'll see.
Is Kyle Wallace going to still flip flop on every take when he comes back from his vacation? I was not expecting that. Well done, Chris, because I was expecting a we'll see. I guess Chris is making the statement for all of us that no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you have any we'll sees for me?
No, I honestly don't think. Are you a little crazy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm definitely
as you went
crazy.
on your tangent about how you like a little crazy.
Yes.
I was looking at you and I go,
do you get my crazy eyes?
You got crazy eyes. You're smiling a little bit.
I love crazy, man.
I've been a little thrown off since you went on that tangent.
Well, it reminds me of like when Bo Ryan's crazy.
Well, yeah, most successful people are,
but not to the level that like you guys would see him just on the sidelines.
Of course not.
Like every single game since he's retired, I guarantee he's watched. I know he's watched a lot of them, and he'll still come up to you and bring up stuff that you did wrong in a game or bring up a great moment. Like, they're crazy. Like, you don't get to the top unless you have a little crazy in you.
I didn't get the chance to talk to him at your wedding. I don't know that we brought that to the air yet. I never did my thing.
I completely forgot about that.
He left very early into the evening.
Yeah, but the goal was to do it at cocktail hour.
I didn't get the opportunity. He was talking to the former players. There was never a good moment. I think other people were getting his drinks because I was going to try to catch him at the bar. Yeah, never happened, unfortunately.
Were you prepared? So for those who missed it, Strofe was supposed to have a recorder with Bo Ryan at my wedding and say, how do you know who do you know, the bride or the groom? And completely play into the fact that Alex Strofe is a huge Badger basketball fan, but not display that to Bo Ryan. And you completely dropped the ball.
I didn't.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
There wasn't an opening.
Micah Parsons ruined everything. He's overshadowed the Brewers. He overshadowed me remembering that this was something that I gave you a task to do at my wedding. You had one job.
Yeah, I was standing with my back to the scenic area, right? Because it was right on a little lake. Not to give too much info on your wedding, but it was a beautiful venue.
Care.
Beautiful venue. So I put my back to the lake, and in front of me was like the bar, or the bars. I think there was 2 bars. And Bo was the only, or him and I believe his wife were the only 2 people there when we walked in. And I wasn't ready. I need a little liquid courage.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
And that was my only opening. I could have done it right away. I could have walked in.
That's a perfect opportunity.
I could have beelined right to him and been like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Like coming from the wedding, you're all excited, like, "Hey, this is great. We're celebrating love, man."
Yeah,
like you could have been like, "We need more love in this world." So who are you?
Yeah. So,
like, what's your name?
I'm Alex. Great to meet you. How do you know the happy couple?
Oh my God.
Beautiful ceremony. What'd you think?
You blew it.
Yeah, I blew it. Yeah, I blew it. And then
I wish you didn't tell me that you actually had the perfect opportunity, because you had the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, but it just didn't feel right. And my girlfriend was embarrassed, and she was like, "You can't do that. You can't do that." And it was
so now I got to talk to your girlfriend.
It was literally just me, her, Bo, and his wife for a split second, because other people were obviously walking in behind us.
Chef Ed chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Is Ben going to respond to me? We'll see. I don't know if that counts or not.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Is Micah Parsons going to play a full game? Not a full game, but more snaps?
We'll see.
That's Matt LaFleur earlier today. Speaking of the coaching staff, Jeff Hafley, already week 2. Articles being written about this guy. TVV Tim Van Voren of Fox 6 of Milwaukee television joined Homer on the Homer Hour. And I'm shocked that Homer was shocked. You have to hear how shocked Homer was at the statement that Tim Van Voren made about Jeff Hafley. 'Cause to me, it's not shocking, but to Homer it is. We'll do that next.
He underwent 2 successful surgeries earlier this week, one for the collarbone and one for a Jones fracture he's been dealing with since the preseason. Quarterback Jordan Love on what they'll miss without Reed for the foreseeable future.
It's definitely a guy that will be missed out there on the field, and obviously the injury, it's tough. So he'll be missed, but like I've said before, we got a lot of guys in that receiver room who can step up.
We'll see which receiver or receivers step up Sunday as the Packers travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Alex Stro.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because cars, trucks, and SUVs still rust. They do. Just look around the parking lot. Well, it doesn't have to happen, people. Google Z-Bart rust protection, call Z-Bart, and keep your car rust-free.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project during their fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Carl Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Pitch by pitch, inning by inning, game by game. Watching the Crew is a 162-game journey of grit, hard work, talent, and determination. Dave Spanel from Annex Wealth Management, we're with you on your journey as well. Your hard work and money deserve a partner like Annex for your investment, retirement, tax, estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary. Take the next step towards retirement you desire and begin the conversation soon. Head to annexwealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust and Alex Stro are here with you. No Nortman or Wallace. Chris Larson's running the show. Get us on the Carb List Talking text line 800-990-3776 or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. As Stro has us covered at American Family Field today, or tonight, I should say. I was there on Tuesday. Watched a dominant win. Was there yesterday. Watched a dominant win. It's time for you, Strofe, in your new T-shirt. October baseball. Show 'em, rep it. Time for you to bring us another win.
So here's the. Hold on a minute. I got a bone to pick with you.
All right.
All right. So you were there again last night.
Yes, I was.
You were there watching the sausage races, watching all the in-betweens, watching the baseball. Something happened last night. Something happened last night for the third time in a calendar year.
Have you? Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to mention. I have a follow-up once you say it.
Sal Frelick hit a 3-run home run last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite player, Salvatore, my guy, hits another home run with you in person. It's the third time in the last year that's happened. I have never seen a Sal Frelick home run in person.
That's what I was going to ask. You've never seen a Sal Frelick home run in person?
No, I was there for his home debut when he had a terrific debut. And that's when I just latched on. I was like, that's my dude. He's out there in right field. He's got all these hits. He's cool as a cucumber. Now he's got great hair.
The hair is unbelievable.
The hair is so good right now.
He's definitely the most handsome Milwaukee Brewer. Like, I know Yelich, everyone thinks Frelick's got like that really, really.
He's got some swag though.
Swaggy, like hair, jaw, like he's a.
Yeah, it's probably Sal.
He's a handsome dude. He's a short king.
He's a short king, but that hair is great right now. But anyway, neither here nor there. Again, you go to a Brewers game and Sal hits home run. I'm going tonight. My luck will be he won't play.
I hope that happens.
That's just been my luck. Now he's done some cool stuff when I've been there, but I've seen a triple. I've seen a rob of a home run in the outfield.
I've seen 3 bombs.
3 bombs.
Yesterday was like a legitimate like.
Oh,
when you heard it, you're like, ooh.
And he almost did another one.
I know. I was so ready to like jump on Twitter and do a video like, suck it, Alex Stroh. He's my guy now.
Yeah. I mean, you've been great luck for him.
Like, if next game I go to, if Sal Frelick hits a home run, I think you got to find a new player.
I tend to agree. However, I will be at 2 games in the next week plus. I'm going tonight. I'm going next Friday. If he hits a home run at either of those games, we're okay.
Well, I love what Diana McGuanago is going to say here.
Diana
and McGuanago, you're up on the Carb List Talking text line.
You think Frelick is the most handsomest player on the Milwaukee Brewers?
Hell yeah.
Not even close.
Who is
to
it?
not even close to Willie Peralta. That ain't happening.
You mean
No,
Freddie? You
not
mean
even
Freddie?
close.
No, just let it breathe.
Okay.
What position does Willie Peralta play?
The pitcher?
Nice. Thank you, Diana McGuanago, for the dynamite drop in there.
Where is Willie?
Willie Peralta. Chris, update on Willie Peralta, please, when you get a second.
Willie Peralta is currently playing in the Mexican League for the Dorados de Chihuahua. Chihuahua, there we go. Dorados de Chihuahua of the Mexican League.
I'd like to say that
he has not been in Major League Baseball since 2022.
It says the brother of Freddie Peralta. No.
Good pop, Chris.
I mean,
Good pop.
Freddie's got some swag. I'd say he's a good looking guy. But the hair that Salvatore Frelick is rocking right now, let us know, 800-990-3776. Who is the best-looking Milwaukee Brewer? Like, I'll go to war for Sal Frelick.
Yeah.
Christian Yelich is definitely on there. I'm going through the lineup right now. Let's go through the lineup together.
Yeah, let's do it. All
right. Milwaukee Brewers
I get
against
to
the
make these
Fangraphs.
headshots a little better. Okay.
I think Pat Murphy's kind of hot in his own way with his swag.
Okay, so I've got a couple for you.
Okay.
I mean, Abner Uribe.
Ooh, Abner's got the swag.
Yes, definitely. Here's a little deep country one for you. How about Woody? Great performance by him last night, by the way.
Man, that cutter was. I was sitting behind home plate, and I kept looking at the velocity. I was like, I mean, he doesn't need to throw harder than 92 right now because he had like a million strikeouts because he hit his cutter. But Big Country, I would say if you're into that type, he's not my type.
Okay, fair enough. Bryce Terang with the beard.
I like that he's hitting with power. I like the way he's playing. He's just, I don't know. He doesn't move the needle for me.
Okay, Andrew Monasterio, great smile.
Yes, he does have a smile that lights up the room.
Yes.
But again, Sal Frelick has a great smile, great hair. He's strong as can be for his size. He's the most amazing brewer right now, and I'm now taking Salvatore Frelick from you because I've now witnessed 3 home runs in person.
All right, I think I'm done here.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Line 1, Chris. Somebody might have another recommendation because Diana McGuanago's got Willie Peralta, who is not on the team. 800-990.
Jesse Nelson has texted us on the private talking text line.
What did he say?
Diana has a great voice.
She does have a great voice. We do know that. Let's see here on the Carbless talk and text line. Bernie Brewer would be Robin Madison's guy.
Oh, sure. The mustache. The chalet. He's a homeowner. He's a homeowner. He's got a really cool slide.
AJ in Baltimore is going to piggyback off of Dirty D's Peralta. AJ in Baltimore, what's up? You're on the Carbless talk and text line.
Hey, what's up, guys? As much as I want to jump in on the ranking the sexiest brewer, I just want to say for Diana, I'm sure she wouldn't kick Sal out of bed for eating cookies if she had the opportunity.
I had a buddy who always said that in college. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of flack recently for bringing up snacks in the middle of the night.
Like, hold on, like you're laying in bed with your wife?
Well, she's asleep. She's long asleep.
You mean bring it up to the bedroom?
Yeah, I bring up like pretzels,
you can't eat pretzels
and goldfish.
She did marry you, though, so she actually proves the point of she's not going to kick him out of bed for eating pretzels.
Correct. And I would say that there are many occasions where I wake up
with a piece of salt,
find a goldfish, and I eat it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What if it's not rolled over and crushed, then why can't I finish the goldfish?
So is it just like stuck to your sweaty arm? And you're like, oh.
No.
Snack that smiles back. Pop it in.
The snack that smiles back. Hey, look at you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because a lot of times it's like laying on like the comforter on the outside.
I'm mostly anti-bed food these days. Right when I was, thrusted into adulthood and I moved to Madison, Jim Rutledge bullied me out of it. I ate a steak dinner in bed one time.
What?
This was years ago.
Okay, that's fine. You were probably single.
I lived in a studio apartment.
I mean, I'm not saying I did that, but like it's you, so I could see it.
I lived in a studio apartment and I was tired one night, so I had like mashed potatoes and like a steak, and I just laid in bed and ate it. And Jim Rutledge thought that was atrocious. So I've kind of been bullied out of eating in bed, including snacks. Now, crunchy snacks is a bad call by you, especially when your wife is sleeping next to you and she's going to wake up to like crusty salt all over her body because of you.
No. I keep it like I turn my body away from her. So
but you're moving the cushion, so naturally things are going to move.
Yeah, maybe, but it is what it is at this point. Taylor chimes in the 608 that Mears with the mustache. Are you kidding me? Stud.
Okay.
I see that one. I like the mustache from Mears. If you have any suggestions or recommendations of who you think is the sexiest Milwaukee brewer, we will still take them on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. Josh DiMaggio on the personal talk and text line. We all know Mark Antanasio. Bernie is renting that chalet, and rent increases yearly. So I don't know if Bernie's a homeowner.
I think he's a homeowner. I do. And I like that pick for that reason alone. He's a homeowner. Great real estate out there in left field. I mean, like, think about the views from the chalet. I mean, Bernie's not a bad pick for sexiest brewer, which I didn't anticipate.
He's got the penthouse. It's all the way up there. Yeah, right. Slide right down. Slide on with Bernie. 800-990-3776.
How'd you get here?
I don't know. I got infatuated with Sal when you talked about me seeing him hit his third home run.
Stop. Slow down. Time out. You got what with Sal?
Infatuated? Help.
Nope.
Infatuated?
You're adding letters.
What on the front end or the back end?
Front end.
Infatuated?
No, that's we're further away now.
Infatuated? Like
No.
Infatuated.
There's no C.
There's no C.
Yep.
Infascinated? I'm not joking. Like, so now just tell me because we do need to move on. Chris?
It's infatuated.
Infatuated.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm saying infatuated?
Yeah, that's correct.
Infatuated.
Yep, that's the word. Yep, that's the one. Infatuation does not equal love. I love South Ehrlich.
All right. Well, now I got to go take a vocabulary class. Wheel of Chris coming up next. Infatuated.
No! That's still wrong.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
But I got a bone to pick with Strofe next. More
Bone
questions?
to pick? I have a question, yeah. How are babies made?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit.
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit. Sit.
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Cold plunges, better sleep, a gym buddy. How do you know what has the biggest impact for an active body and mind? With BetterHelp, you can talk with real, qualified therapists, not AI. With a 4.9-star rating, BetterHelp understands mental wellness shouldn't be tougher than a workout. Their therapists can figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a cold plunge. Visit BetterHelp.com, code TIMEOUT for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com, code TIMEOUT.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run through the end of the 2025 season, with tee time starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package request early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Pat Dunphy of Cannon & Dunphy, and I'm reaching out to you today not as an attorney, but as chair of the board of directors of Guest House. It's an organization that's been dedicated to dealing with the root causes of homelessness in Milwaukee for over 40 years. Its mission is to treat the homeless with dignity and help them rebuild their lives. So help us help the homeless by investing in the Guest House and the Milwaukee community. And also consider attending our gala on Thursday, November 13th.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Neck and back surgeries can be risky. Your spine deserves the best. That's why professional athletes choose Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. We can help you too. With the top nationally rated spine surgeons in the state for quality outcomes, you can trust the professionals at Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Get a second opinion in just a few clicks. Now offered virtually throughout Wisconsin. Visit nscwi.com. Whether you want to get back into the game or just get back to life, go where the pros go. Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Your spine health is our passion.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Alex Stro in for Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust with Chris Larson running the show. UKBN Nation 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking Text line. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And it's going to be weird. Is this your first time ever being on the other side of your own segment?
No. You were out for an entire week, and I was on this side.
I know, but I'm saying, have you ever answered questions from the Wheel of Strofe?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then it is the first. Wheel of Strofe time with Chris.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
All right, guys, let's bust out the old wheel here for the Wheel of Strofe / Chris. As we get started here, let's spin it.
Go spin, Chris!
Attaboy, Chris.
Big money. And it lands on halftime adjustments. The Cincinnati Bengals.
What color?
What color? It is, it's like a dark bluish, purplish.
Okay, if it's
purple.
red, that's a punishment.
The Cincinnati Bengals dug themselves into a hole against the Jaguars on Sunday, but somehow clawed back for a 31-27 victory. Meanwhile, the Rams got off to a sluggish first half start against the Titans, but then rolled in the second half to a 30-19 win. Comebacks like these usually get credited for those magical, quote-unquote, halftime adjustments that coaches supposedly make, but Peyton Manning thinks that's complete nonsense. Here's what the Hall of Famer had to say.
Coming out of halftime, all those halftime adjustments, it really paid off right there. That I don't know about you, I don't think I ever made a halftime adjustment in my entire 18-year career. I think it's the biggest myth in football, the halftime adjustments, right? You go in, you use the restroom, you eat a couple of oranges, and then the head coach says, all right, let's go.
Yeah, no question. I mean, you're in there for like 3 minutes.
There's no time.
So are you guys a believer in the halftime adjustments? A non-believer? Benny, I know you played a ton of basketball. Has the halftime adjustment ever made you go out in the second half and all of a sudden things get turned around in an instant?
I couldn't sit here right now and tell you a single halftime speech from Bo Ryan that changed the way that, like, any of us played. Like, if we played bad in the first half, we didn't change how we played. We just had to play better. And I think that's the case in the majority of sports, right? Like, obviously you do have, like, a game plan and a scout, do this, do that. The only thing I could think of would be, like, I don't know. But here's the thing. We played man-to-man. It's like, oh, yeah, let's mix in some zone here.
Sure.
You know, like, that's technically an adjustment. But we were sitting in Milwaukee at the Bradley Center, RIP, down 12 to Oregon at halftime in the round of 32 to go to the Sweet 16, and I didn't listen to a word he said. I was just sitting there because I was like, is my career over? Is it not over? Are we going to have a chance to come back and win? Are we not? Like, I couldn't tell you a single word he said. Came out, came back, hit a game-winning 3.
Cool.
Had nothing to do with a halftime speech.
Cool. You just wanted to talk about the 3. That's what happened.
I mean, I didn't have to drop it in, but for sure I was going to drop it in. Strofe, what do you know about halftime adjustments?
So, I feel like they're more of a thing in basketball than football, but you're making me feel like maybe they're not as big of a thing in basketball because I think you can change matchups much easier. Football is way more complicated, and to their point, you're in there for like 3 minutes. So I've never really understood the halftime adjustments thing. Do you change the way the play calling works in the second half? Of course, because you have more evidence as to what the team is doing. But that comes from your prep work during the week. So all in all, I've never really understood it. I understand it less now. No, not a believer in quote-unquote halftime adjustments. Aren't those just adjustments? Like halftime adjustments indicates you're going into the locker room and changing something.
Yeah,
But you can't change anything until you're on the field, which means it's
I
no
guess
longer
by
halftime.
technicality, you're correct because, like, yes, in the first half, maybe Jeff Hafley didn't blitz, and he's like, oh, okay. Unfortunately, it's a bad example because they've been able to get home with 4. But say they don't get home with 4, he's like, I'm going to adjust. In the second half, I'm going to send.
But again, that's a coach's thing, not a player's
correct.
thing.
They just do what the coaches
are calling. Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know if we solved anything there.
We didn't. We actually may have dumbed it down even further.
Yep.
Which sometimes you and I have the tendency to do. All right.
Wheel
what's next?
of Stro. Give it another spin here.
That's a better spin, Chris.
Good spin.
And where we landing? We are landing on blue, which is for conflict of interest. Let's go to another Hall of Fame quarterback, something Tom Brady's actively in a conflict of interest as part owner of the Raiders and Fox's lead broadcaster. He was recently spotted in the Raiders coaching booth, him getting opposing teams' game plans and going into the coach's booth. Seems like a little egregious conduct there. What do you guys think? Is Tom Brady's conflict of interest hurting his broadcast and damaging the NFL at the same time?
Yeah, egregious conflict. I like the word choice by you there, Chris. I just feel like he has to pick a role, right? I don't think you can be both an owner and a lead broadcaster, especially if you're going to be as ridiculously as involved as it seemed Tom Brady was on Monday Night Football. So it just, to me, screams pick a lane because you can't drive both ways. That's the way I view it with Tom Brady. And to be real frank, I don't know if anybody's been super impressed with his broadcasting career now into year 2. He's fine. I like Tom Brady overall as a human being, but I just don't think you can do both. Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Unless you're Tom Brady, apparently.
Look, here's what I'm going to say. This is no different than Tom Brady when he was a player in the NFL. Skirting the line, maybe getting caught, maybe not getting caught, maybe some controversy, not some controversy, right? There was, that was the MO. Are they filming stuff? Is it a Deflategate? This, that. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's a little bit different. I'm with you, Stro.
Pick a lane.
I'm not a huge fan of what I've heard. He's not entertaining enough. He's too much of a robot. You know what I mean? Because he's one of those crazy people.
Oh, here we go.
He's crazy. Yes, he had to be.
He is.
He had to be that crazy to be that good at quarterback with his athletic ability.
Without a doubt.
So I don't think he's that great of a broadcaster. I don't think he's bad, but
right. Yeah, he's fine. It's a really, really bad. It was a bad look on Monday.
I would
football
say
fans everywhere because
it won't matter if the Raiders just suck,
and they might, and they certainly might. But here's the thing: Tom Brady's their owner. Pete Carroll's their head coach. He's a good head coach.
It's going to make the broadcast worse because they're going to end up giving him less because they know what he's doing.
They've got some really good young players on that Raiders roster. They might stink this year. They're not going to for long, especially with Tom Brady clearly being more involved than I think anybody realized. Right, because he's a part owner. He's not the full owner. He's a partial owner, minority owner of the Raiders. I didn't realize just how involved he was until they showed him on Monday night, and they showed him like there was nothing wrong with it.
Hey, there's our Tom Brady, you know.
And I'm looking at this going, how? This guy's privy to pretty sensitive information about other teams. Now, he's not allowed in the room for those preparatory meetings anymore for the broadcast. In fact, I don't know that he ever was since he became a partial owner. But he is allowed via Zoom. He's just not allowed into the facility until game day now. But in those meetings, you're talking about game plans. And we remember Matt LaFleur would say things that he would want off the record, and then broadcasters would bring them off the record.
I was praying, too, about Anders Carlson.
Right. Stuff like that. And to me, if I'm a head coach or if I'm a quarterback and Tom Brady's in that room and we have the Raiders on the schedule, or we could play the Raiders down the line, I ain't saying jack.
On the Carbless Talking text line, John from Milwaukee chimes in. Is Brady as bad at broadcasting as Alex is at the cone drill?
No, I'm worse. I'm significantly worse. And by the way, I got paid a hell of a lot less for that cone drill than he gets paid to broadcast.
We'll see.
We'll see.
See.
That it for the Wheel of Stro? Chris?
We got one more.
All right.
Wheel of Stro.
Don't be red.
No whammies, no whammies. And we are landing on yellow, which is for Fickle. Luke Fickle and the Badgers. Wisconsin favored by 10 over Maryland on Saturday at Camp Randall. Big Ten opener coming off a defeat at the hands of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Ryan McGuanago mentioned a potential poll for the show regarding if the Badgers finish the season with more wins in 2025 or if the Packers finish with more losses. Here's that this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Ryan from McGuanago I'll throw it out there. He says, what number will be higher? Badgers wins or Packers losses?
Ooh.
I mean, strays
That's
right
an
there.
easy one.
Well, strays, though. I mean, do the Badgers need to take strays as the Packers have success this season? Is that what we're doing here?
I mean, it should be Badgers wins.
Correct.
Because even if the Badgers... Yeah, because the Badgers, even if they're not bowl eligible and they only win 5 games, I don't think the Packers are losing 5 games.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if the Badgers win 5 games. That's what the question.
Badgers could lose this week.
Yeah, they're 10.5-point favorites, and I don't know how anyone's watched that team and said, yeah, they're 10 points better than anyone.
So for you guys,
So team Joshy.
More Badger
Joshy
wins this
nailed
season
that.
or more Packers losses?
I think I'm landing on Badgers wins, but I think it might be the same number. It might be 4 each.
It's 4 in my head, but again, this is where we have to decide. You have to make a decision.
Yeah, it's probably Badgers. Oh.
We'll see.
That's perfect. Since Stro can't make his mind up, I would say the Packers have less losses than the Badgers have wins.
Yeah, I tend to agree. But also, I'm so low on the Badgers. What if they don't win 4 games? Then it's Packers. But the Packers might go. I think they're probably 14-3 right now. So, the Badgers are probably 4 and.
This is bad. This is all bad.
Well, the Badgers part is bad.
No.
The Packers part is good.
Yes, sure. It's bad that this is available for conversation. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that's good on the Packers end.
It's just bad that this is a possible conversation
for your alma mater. Yeah, it's bad for your alma mater.
One thing that will make me feel better is talking about Gina Della. She makes everything better. She makes your home better, your home value better, your energy costs better. Everything's better with Gina Della from Pella. And if you order by the end of the month, you know what's even better than 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years? Is 5 years of 0% interest. So go to PellaWI.com, get the consultation, and you'll see what they're all about. The people that come there, that work with you, that talk to you through the process to getting finance figured out. It's so seamless, and they make your home so much better. So if you've been thinking about it, you don't have to just make the decision now. Just get that consultation and then order by the end of the month. You have some time to get them into your home, show you what they're all about, work with their team, and then make that decision, get 0% for 5 years. So do it, 855-PELLA-WI, or go to PellaWI.com. Time now for Over-Under with Alex Strofe and Ben Brust as the guessers. This is definitely a first.
There was that one time when you were out for like a week, so.
No, me and Strofe together.
That was good, Chris. Good pop. This is the first time in KBN history, yes.
You think we did it with Scalzo and Brust?
Several times, yes.
How do you know that? You can't reference it.
Buddy, I think you forgot how often I filled in on that show at the end.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
800-990-3776. Let's go caller 6, caller 9. Caller 6, you're going to get a category from Chris. You get to choose over or under based on the line he sets. If you believe that Strofe and I are going to get over that number, choose the over. Caller 9, you're going to be stuck on the other side. Someone's walking away with a prize pack here. So 800-990-3776. Caller 6, caller 9. That's 800-990-3776. Over, under. Next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Babe Ruth was short, fat. Well, I don't know how short he was. He looked short in the video. He was fat. He was stubby. He looked fat. He tried it. He didn't have a sprint. Have you ever seen Babe Ruth sprint? I wonder how many steals he had. 0.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Out of here!
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
After leaving last Thursday's win over the Commanders with a broken collarbone, wide receiver Jaden Reed has announced he underwent 2 successful surgeries earlier this week, one for the collarbone and one for a Jones fracture he's been dealing with since the preseason. Quarterback Jordan Love on what they'll miss without Reed for the foreseeable future.
It's definitely a guy that will be missed out there on the field, and obviously the injury, it's tough. So he'll be missed, but like I've said before, we got a lot of guys in that receiver room who can step up.
We'll see which receiver or receivers step up Sunday as the Packers travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Family's bigger? Out of space? We can help you find a new place. Just make Tri-City your first call. We are here to help, loan large or small. Tri-City National Bank, equal housing lender, NMLS 433891.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
Hey IKEA fans, IKEA is turning 40 and they are giving you the present. From September 3rd to the 23rd, IKEA is celebrating with a huge gift card giveaway. Every day, 3 times a day, 40 lucky winners will score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $5 to $500. That's right, 120 winners every day at every store. Don't miss your chance to join the celebration and win. Visit your IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information today. Must be a IKEA family member to participate. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion.
Milwaukee. It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby.
And I'm bringing the Permission to Party World Tour to the Fiserv Forum September 19th.
Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time now for Over-Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Ben Brust, Alex Stro with Chris Larson running the show. Get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 for you to get in anytime you would like, as well as on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Chris, let's do it.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over-Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
All right, Chris has got a category. Our contestants are Chuck and Sheboygan, who believes in us.
Thank you, Chuck.
He's got the over. Melissa in Milwaukee is stuck on the other side. Melissa, you are on the under. Fortunately, we're going to be trying to beat you. Chris, what's the category?
All right, today's category is the top 10 states in the United States, which are the best states at playing fantasy football. The top 10 states in the United States that are the best at playing fantasy football. This is based on tweets on X using hashtags, direct keyword phrases about winning a fantasy football league, such as Fantasy League Champ, won my Fantasy League, won the Fantasy League Championship, etc., etc. These are the top 10 states that are the
What the
best
hell
at
is
fantasy football.
this? What's the over-under?
And the over-under, if you think about it, you guys can get this. The over-under
What do you mean? This is a crapshoot.
No, it's not a crapshoot if you really think about it.
If you really think about it.
Yeah. But
Oh, we're really gonna think about
That's
it.
easy for me to say since I've seen the list. But no, the over-under is, they made it a little hard for you guys. The over-under is set for 6.5.
6.5? There's 50 states.
Hey, Melissa, congratulations.
Right?
But do you really think people in Wyoming are playing fantasy football saying they're winning their fantasy
All right,
league?
yeah, 1 of 49.
1 to 49.
All right, we're ready.
All right, guys, ready to go?
Ben, you're the final answer. I actually think there's a strategy here.
I think so too.
I feel good.
Based off the description of how he got the list of the answers.
I got this. I got this.
All right, guys, ready to start the clock?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Are we both thinking like mass population, more chance for more tweets?
Yes. So
California final
answer. All right. So that strategy's out the window.
Out the window.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go to
Illinois.
Why? I'm now thinking like smart football states.
Oh, hold on. Gambling. Nevada.
Nevada final.
All right, we're running
Florida
out of room.
final.
We're running out of room.
Yeah.
Where's Florida?
Number 9 on the list with 5.7% of total fantasy football tweets were about winning their league.
How did you find this?
This is so wild.
Okay, hold on. What about Texas? A lot of football down there.
I'm good with Texas final.
Texas, number 2 on the list, with 7.9% total
Wow.
fantasy football tweets about winning the league.
Georgia.
2
Hold on,
minutes.
Slow down. Slow down.
We have 2 minutes.
I know we have 2 minutes, but slow down. What about Pennsylvania? There's two teams there. There's 2 big cities there.
Oh, California was not on it.
I like Pennsylvania here.
I'm the final answer guy. I'm going Ohio final.
Ohio, number 4 on the list, with 7.2% total fantasy football tweets about winning the league.
Come on, do Illinois.
They're idiots. Population size helps but California didn't
Wait a
work.
minute. What about us? We're good.
You suck at fantasy football. You started 0-6.
I'm not referring to me and you. I'm referring to the state. Do us. Wisconsin. Do it now.
Wisconsin final.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, number 1 on the list.
Hell
with
yeah! All right, focus in.
8.4% total fantasy football tweets about winning the
Okay.
league.
We're 3 of 5.
Georgia, Pennsylvania, Illinois are my next 3.
There's got to be something.
1
out west.
minute.
Arizona.
I don't think maybe Washington.
Washington?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Georgia final.
Do Pennsylvania. I'm
Pennsylvania final.
Yes!
Pennsylvania, number 3 on the list, with 7.5%
All right,
of total
you're
fantasy
cooking.
football tweets.
No, it's not for the win.
Yes, it is it?
No,
Oh,
we
need 2
Illinois
more.
final.
Come on!
Illinois, number 7 on the list, with 6%.
30 seconds.
Do Washington. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Shut up. I can't do Washington.
You gotta. I'm hot.
New York final.
Yeah!
New York, number 8 on the list, with 5.8% of the vote. Or 5.8% of the
10.
tweets.
Did we win?
9.
Yeah, we won.
8.
Yeah, you guys
7.
What about Washington?
6. 5.
Washington?
That's why I'm so glad I didn't listen to you because you were just getting slap happy. You're jumping up and down yelling, "Do Washington! Do Washington!"
Don't you like a little energy in your over-under?
I actually have a bad feeling that when we recount this, we lost. What was the over/under was 6.5. I think we had 6.
I think you guys got 7.
What were they?
So you got Wisconsin.
Yes.
You got Texas.
Yes.
You got Pennsylvania.
Yes.
You got Illinois.
Yes.
You got New York.
Yes.
You got
Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio and Florida.
Yeah, in Florida.
Okay. Oh, what a roller coaster.
All right, so one was Wisconsin, obviously. Two
No,
was
Chris, how did you come up with this?
So this is from sportsbetting.ag. I got sent this via email, and I thought it might be good for the show. So, and clearly it was.
I mean, that was a lot.
The best part about it was we got a strategy. Big populations, California.
Did we only get 3 wrong?
Yeah, I got 3.
I don't know. So go through the list. A lot of text coming out of the personal talk and text line about this list.
Oh, they love it.
It's under investigation. I can say that.
Yeah, so number 1 on the list was Wisconsin. 8.4% of the total fantasy football tweets were about winning their league. Number 2 was Texas with 7.9%. 3 was Pennsylvania with 7.5%. Ohio was number 4 with 7.2%. Number 5 was Minnesota with 6.8%.
They don't know anything.
Number 6 was Michigan with 6.3%. 7, Illinois with 6%. 8 was New York with 5.8%. Florida, number 9 with 5.7% of the vote. And number 10, New Jersey, 5.5% of the tweets.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
So if anything this list says is the Midwest and the southern states dominate.
This over-under is under investigation. We're back in 2 minutes.
I love that.
The Fall Trade-Up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
I still don't know what just happened on Over-Under. All I know is that we won, and I had Stro yelling the state of Washington at me.
Barrett, do it!
And I'm glad I didn't, because it wasn't on the list, and somehow we won for our good friend in Sheboygan.
You did it for Chuck.
Chuck in
Chuck and Sheboygan.
Thanks, Chuck.
Ben Brust with Alex Stro.
Wow.
No Brad Nortman or Kyle Wallace. Chris Larson came up with that wild list. You can get us on the Carbless Talking text line 800-990-3776. List is more.
Like I was telling Strofe before you walked in here for the start of the second hour, that was actually my second choice for the list. The first choice was...
Wait. I don't want you... I didn't hear what the first choice was, and that was so much fun in the wildest way that I actually don't want to know what number one is, because next time you're doing this, you're doing whatever number one is. If it's anything close to how outrageous this topic was this week.
It was up there. Yeah, it was. If
you missed over under, please go back and listen on YouTube or at the ESPN Wisconsin app. So now we go from over under to, do you love it or do you hate it? Rasheed Walker, very confident in this Green Bay Packers team. We had Jaden Reed earlier tell us as he came out of surgery that the Packers are going to the bowl.
Bruh.
Meaning the Super Bowl.
Bruh.
It's a hotkey, I believe, right? Chris, you got that? Packers are going to the bowl.
Bruh.
Packers to the bowl, bruh.
You can't say bruh. Let him say bruh.
Packers to the bowl, bruh.
Packers to the bowl, bruh.
Again, you're too white.
Packers to the bowl, bruh.
Packers to the bowl, bruh.
Maybe the best season since the Dolphins, according to Rasheed Walker.
And then the goal is to, keep it going. I think we can go undefeated, honestly. I mean, personally, I feel like I always tell people, I feel like we could have went undefeated the past 2 seasons. Like, we lost a lot of the games off a couple plays, but I feel like our offense been playing so good and so disciplined, and our defense been playing even better, and special teams been playing great, and I feel like, it's all about who comes out hottest at the beginning of the game and at the half. So, and I feel like we've been doing a good job of that. Pound for pound, I look at these teams and I don't really see who's better than us.
We'll see.
I guess I have no problem with anything said except for the last part. Pound for pound, like calling out the team specifically. I loved everything Rasheed Walker, the left tackle of the Green Bay Packers, said about like the confidence that he has in the team. There was also some flaws. They didn't dominate out of half. They went 3 and out, I'm pretty sure, last game, correct?
Yeah, they did.
So, flaw in the argument. But overall, what I love is somebody who believes in the squad that they have. And any competitor, if you have a good team, is going to believe that every time you step on the field, you're going to win.
Yeah.
The difference being is the schedule, from our standpoint, lines up in a way where they could have a very, very good record. 17-0 going to be near impossible.
Yeah, I mean, near impossible it is. However, when you look at the 17 games on the schedule, I don't know if I'm coming up with a whole lot of games where the Packers will not be favored.
Correct, but that's, as we all know, just because you're favored in a game doesn't mean you're going to win.
No, of course not, right? Like, they say any given Sunday for a reason, but when you look at a guy who's had such an unlikely career path like Rasheed Walker, a 7th-round pick, to being thrusted into one of the hardest positions in football, left tackle, after David Bakhtiari couldn't play anymore, and then able to hang on to that job over a first-round pick for the last couple of years. I like this guy's swagger, right? Like, there's no reason he should be the Packers starting left tackle. There's no reason he should be even talking to reporters. He should be their backup offensive lineman. But here he is saying he feels good in any game, any matchup this team will have the rest of the way. I appreciate the mindset because I think the best teams and the best athletes never go into a game thinking, well, I don't know about this one.
Rasheed Walker's got Myles Garrett to block this week.
Yeah, he does. And he feels like they're going to go 17-0.
Dave from Aaron chimes in on the Cardinals Talking text line that he doesn't want the Packers to be undefeated. He wants them to get a loss out of the way before the playoffs.
So he wants them to go 16-1. That's what David Aaron would prefer.
I guess my question would be, we're in crazy hypothetical, but we're not because Rasheed Walker believes this could happen. If you're 16-0 and you have everything clinched, the 1 seed, the bye,
let Malik cook. Just like Matt Flynn did.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't play your starters.
Yeah, I mean, so back in 2011, the Packers finished the season 15-1. I think they started the season 13-0 or 12-0. They lost at Kansas City. The Chiefs weren't very good that year. But they were 14-1. This is when they played only 16 games in a season. They were 14-1 entering the final week of the regular season. They had the 1 seed clinched, obviously, in 2011 after winning the Super Bowl in 2010. And they put Matt Flynn out there against the Detroit Lions in the final week of the season. Matt Flynn then broke the franchise game record for most touchdown passes in a game with 6. And then he made a bajillion, probably not a bajillion, but
to what he thought he was going to make in his career, he made a bajillion.
Made $1 billion in free agency that year to go to Seattle. And then all of a sudden they drafted some guy named Russell Wilson. And the rest is history. So, I mean, yeah, you let Malik go do that thing. You get a compensatory pick for him and you call it a day. Malik Willis will throw 6 touchdowns. Who do they end the season with this year? Is it the Bears again?
It's the Vikings.
Oh, yeah. You go against the Vikings, who'll be out of playoff contention. J.J. McCarthy stinks. He's probably not even going to be playing. It'll be like Carson Wentz or, I don't know, some other washed-up quarterback, Brian Hoyer maybe, who knows. And Malik Willis will throw 6 touchdowns, and then you go to
I think we're just ahead of our skis a little bit.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, you think?
There are 3 games in which I think it'd be more impressive if they were 3-0 against the Eagles, Lions, and Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it means they lost 2 games other than those.
Yeah, I mean, let's just,
you know what I mean?
Let's just do the hypothetical here, right?
Because this would be opposite of last year, meaning like they're beating the teams that are better, not better than them, because if they're going to have a great record. But you get my point. The high tier teams in the in the NFL.
Let's say they go to Pittsburgh in week 8, and that's their first loss of the season. They're 6-1. And then they go to Denver in week 15 and lose, right? Denver's an okay team. They might be another playoff team this year.
Great defense, provides a challenge.
Right.
You're on the road.
But if you have, which I think you've already gotten rid of this narrative, which was so big last year, and that is the Packers can't beat good teams, quote unquote. I think you've already gotten rid of that narrative after 2 big wins in the first 2 weeks against the Lions and Commanders. But if you can follow that up by continuing to do it, right? Beat the Eagles, beat the Lions again on the road on Thanksgiving, beat the Ravens at Lambeau Field. I think there's a couple other games where you could throw them in that category. I think Denver's probably one of those, to your point with the good defense. But if you can go well over 500 or maybe only drop 1 or 2 of those games against really good teams and you win 5 of them, all of a sudden I think everybody's looking at you with a side eye going, yeah, that team's for real, right? That's a team that can legitimately compete for a Super Bowl in February. So all in all, Benny, I think the 17-0 talk is crazy. I appreciate the mindset from the left tackle, but that doesn't happen for a reason. The last time we saw it happen was in 2007 when the Patriots went 16-0 and then lost in the Super Bowl. I don't really give a damn about the regular season record. I give a damn about winning the division. I would love to be the 1 seed. I don't want to play on Wild Card Weekend, but if you do, so be it. And I care about representing the NFC in the Super Bowl and going into that game thinking, yeah, we're going to win that, more so than thinking, hey, we're going to win every game on our schedule.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway is from Rasheed Walker is what I kind of was saying really heading into this Browns game is embrace what you have, right? Obviously, know that any given Sunday can happen. Know that, there are guys on the other team that can disrupt the game, but lead with the confidence that you are what you've shown that you are, which is a full football team. Offense, defense, special teams has been last week not as good, but again, they've been the most dominant team through 2 weeks against the most quality opponents in 2 weeks. They faced, we've talked about it at length, 2 teams where they likely would have dropped those games last year. They didn't do that. And they did it in a way where we're now looking at this team where they step on the field. I don't know if that was the case last year where they stepped on the field. You knew they had a chance to win, right? Every game. You knew they had a chance. And if they played a bad team, you're like, they're probably going to win. There's a feeling with this Green Bay Packer team right now, when they step on the field, you expect them to win. And I think the way that I heard Rasheed Walker talk about wanting to go 17-0 reflects that, right? It's not going to happen, but I love that mindset's coming out because he is leading with that confidence that I'm talking about, believing in what they have in that locker room to do something special, even if it's not going undefeated in the regular season, which is on.
I just said any given Sunday is real in the NFL. This Sunday,
you've probably said any given Sunday too many times today, and actually in the last 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, because you're talking about 17-0 and how impossible it is. Teams don't win every game for a reason, despite being the better team. That's the point I'm making. But the point I want to make here is, if the old Dennis Green, they are who we thought they were. If the Packers are who we think they are, they're likely going to Pittsburgh at 5-0 or 6-0, whatever the record would be at that point. And they even could be taking on Philadelphia at the beginning of November at 8-0, at worst 7-1, because the schedule ahead of them is not very difficult. When you have the Browns and the Cowboys and the Bengals without Joe Burrow, and I think the Panthers are actually after the Eagles. Regardless, you've got a pretty nice slate here, because I remember before the season, well, if they start 0-2, they should be able to right the ship pretty easily with the schedule they have. Before the Eagles come to town, if this team is who we think they are, they should be probably 7-0, 8-0 come Philadelphia, or 7-1, 8-0.
But they are who we thought they were.
Man, That was a good soundbite back in the day.
Still a good soundbite.
I know. But, like, remembering it, like, live in person. And
but they are who we thought they were.
I love that. IKEA is amazing because they're turning 40, and they're not getting gifts. They're giving gifts to you. Become an IKEA family member because it's free, and you have an opportunity to get some presents. From September 3rd through the 23rd, so there's 5 more days of gift giving. There's a huge gift card giveaway every day, 3 times a day. 40 lucky winners will score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $5 to $500. That's right, 120 winners every day at the store. So don't miss your chance to celebrate. Visit your IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information. You must be an IKEA family member to participate. And like I mentioned, that is free, so just join. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion. Jason Wilde.
Hold on. From Ian Rappaport, Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, who had his breakout game against the Commanders with 124 yards and a touchdown, suffered a left knee injury in today's practice. Per the insiders, Kraft will have it fully evaluated, but the belief it is not a long-term issue.
Okay, I don't hate it as much.
I don't love that regardless.
But perfect time to have Jason Wilde join us next.
We'll see.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
His career success rate was 51%. That's trash.
That is trash. That's really bad.
I'm Ricky Henderson in 1923. I want y'all to understand that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off with an accident on 43 southbound right at westbound 94, right in the Marquette. It's off on the right shoulder, so watch out for that. We also have an issue on southbound 43 right at the ramp from Brown Deer Road. We've got some tire debris in that right lane, so be careful. They may have to close off that lane temporarily once a squad gets there to try and brush that off. The rest of the system, westbound 94 backing up all the way to Mitchell Boulevard from the Marquette, eastbound slow from 84th Street to 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower far to the west. A high of 75 at the lake, 78 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Immediate live show streaming. A homepage customized just for you. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN.
It isn't fair to just say they need to put pieces around Jordan Love in order to get to the Super Bowl, but it will also help if Jordan Love plays up to his potential.
The ESPN Wisconsin app. Everything in the palm of your hand.
Just going back to it's fine just doing it the Goody way and growing young and growing together.
Available in the Apple and Android App Store. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. September is here and the kids are back in school, vacations are winding down, and for a lot of us that means one thing: time to refocus on the house. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit, and to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest and no pressure. Don't wait for the first freeze to realize your windows aren't cutting it. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. You'll be ahead of the game, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You got Ben Brust and Alex Stro, who's in for both Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace. He's got big shoes to fill. Chris Larson's running the show. We're Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Jason Wilde joining us now. Listen to Jason on Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these very stations. Jason, your appearance is timely. How are you?
Well, it depends. Rob Domofsky tweeting from across the hallway, and I think I don't know if they sent this out or what, but some breaking news. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft will be added to the injury report after he sustained a knee injury in practice. Kraft is undergoing tests to determine the severity, but the Packers have reason to believe it's not a season-ending type injury. The Packers have just sent out their injury reports. And again, this is how this works with injury reports. They don't have to give the designation on Thursday. They just have to give the practice participation. And any time a player is added after Wednesday's practice or after Thursday's practice, it should get your antenna up because, for example, when David Bakhtiari suffered his injury, they had to add him to the injury report afterward as a limited participant, which is what Tucker Kraft is listed as right now. I don't love the phrasing, and obviously Rob has good sources, and unlike some people in the blogosphere seem to think, I do too. But the fact that he's undergoing tests to determine the severity and that they don't think it's season ending, that does not mean that it's not sidelining for a while type injury. So we'll have to wait and see. Matt LaFleur has returned to talking before practice instead of after practice. So we will not, and I won't talk to him because it'll be during the show tomorrow, but we won't talk to him until tomorrow.
Jason, just for reference, Ian Rappaport had phrased it a little bit different, but very similar. Kraft will have it fully evaluated in his knee, but the belief is it's not a long-term issue. So a little bit different verbiage than Rob.
Well, that means it's a short-term issue, but how long is short-term?
Correct.
If it's not season-ending, great. But I mean, look, and I don't want to be melodramatic here, but this obviously is out there for a reason, and this is the kind of stuff that when we get carried away, and there's nothing wrong as fans to get carried away and get excited. I highly endorse that. I am never, having learned my lesson from suggesting that chanting the Bears still suck at a team that you might see in the postseason, and then you ultimately did in the NFC Championship game. I didn't love that, and I took some heat for suggesting that maybe that wasn't a good idea. But I have never since told people how to fan. But when you do get excited, and you have reason to be, and this team certainly has reason to be, and these fans certainly have reason to be. The one thing that can drag you down is really crappy luck when it comes to injuries. And I've used this example a bunch, and I know they're a rival. But last year, I am still, Stro, if you heard me say this, I think I said it on Weekly Wilde, I'm still of the belief that the Lions were the best team in the NFC. But the best teams don't always get to the Super Bowl and win it because of stuff like this. So hopefully Tucker Kraft is able to play. Hopefully he's able to play Sunday. But he has been so good these first two games, and he is just such a integral part of what they do that I don't know how you see this and don't have some nervousness as a Packers fan.
Yeah, the not long-term and not season-ending verbiage tells me not only is he out this week, we might not see him for a while, but I guess we'll wait and see as he gets that evaluated ultimately to figure out the severity of whatever the heck happened today. Just to confirm, I don't even know if you guys were allowed at practice for any portion today. Obviously, I would imagine
just just early. So I'm like, if obviously normally it's during our show. I was not on the show today, but I wasn't at practice either. If it happened in practice while we're there, we all report it. There's been instances of that throughout our history, but this clearly happened after reporters were booted. We're usually booted not just before team, but before some other of the extensive drill work. We usually see stretch and individual work, and not even all the individual work. So I'm sure it happened subsequently to when Rob and Bill Huber and the whole crew departed.
Joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, you got Ben Brust and Alex Strofe, is Jason Wilde with the news that Tucker Kraft has suffered a knee injury. They're evaluating and figuring out the severity and the long-term nature of it or short-term nature of it, but we'll find out more information. But I'd say in the short term, let's assume, based off the reports, that he's out. That does make two of your really integral players. We talked about Jaden Reed yesterday, and I think it's easily forgotten sometimes that he did lead the team in receiving yards the last 2 years. Tucker Kraft had an outburst of 124 yards this past week. So I mean, this does provide a challenge. But do you feel as if
and was your second leading receiver, by the way, last year?
Yeah. Do you feel like this team has enough depth to really be able to overcome this from a weapon standpoint?
Well, look, I heard Tausch this morning on my drive talking about how you don't have to put up a 30 burger, and then there was some subsequent debate about what constitutes a burger. It has to be 50 to be a 50 burger, or can it be a 40 burger?
I think it can be a 40 burger.
Yeah, I mean,
30 seems low for a burger.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm okay. I was okay with it. And if this defense is what we think it is, and we certainly have seen the limitations that 76-year-old Joe Flacco and the Browns offense have had, maybe you can probably win a game 17-3 or 21-10. So I'm not sure that this week it's disconcerting necessarily. I mean, it's obviously a problem to lose two guys of that caliber. And I think you guys made a really good point there. I think there is this, they've got so many guys and they're all kind of the same. Well, yes and no. I mean, these two last year more productive than anyone else, right? So I do think that it is important. And I did a story today on how they replaced Bird, which is what they call Jaden Reed, and they don't have a guy that can do all the things he does, but they can recreate him in the aggregate, as they say in Moneyball. And Matthew Golden's going to get more opportunities. Dontavian Wicks is going to get more opportunities. Davion Williams is probably going to get another pop pass or jet sweep or two. So they can absorb that. But I'm always, and I did notice this a little bit from some fans chiming in, that was almost downplaying his significance. Like, we got plenty of wide receivers, not a big deal. And LaFleur kind of fell into that trap too. And I would just say, this is a guy that does. You got Watson, who's a unicorn in one way in terms of his size and speed, and there's nobody quite like him. And then I think Wicks is another kind of mythical creature because he's so well-rounded that he does all of the different things, right? And so I'm really eager to see, how they make up for his absence.
Jason, we never want you to be late for Rich Bisaccia. So please run, don't get yelled at.
Ask one more. I mean, he was and I don't know how
for what it's worth, I do have their YouTube stream up. They still have the static graphic up. He is not at the podium yet.
He's
He's supposed to be at 3:35, but you guys know there was a day where I walked in. He was at 3:30, and I walked in at 3:28, and he'd already started. And then he did the clapping thing. Hey, nice of you to join us, Jason. Thank you for coming. And so I just like to avoid that.
Okay.
But
You got to clap back, some would say.
Okay, so then my head immediately goes to Luke Musgrave. He only played in 7 games last year. He's only had 3 catches through the first 2 games of this season. Obviously, Matt LaFleur has emphasized the fact they want to feature tight ends heavily in this offense, but you're without your best pass catcher at that position now, at least for this week, if not for the foreseeable future. What have you made of Luke Musgrave through the preseason training camp and through the first 2 games of the season, and how do you think his impact will be maximized without Tucker Kraft?
Yeah, he's still got a little Bambi to him, right? Like he still kind of, unfortunately tends to fall down without actually being knocked down like Bambi on ice. But I would say this. First of all, he's healthy, right? Which, for me, given his history, is a accomplishment in its own right. Secondly, we have talked a lot throughout leading into this season about their hope of being able to have those 2 guys healthy simultaneously because it had never happened before. So last week, they ran 68 offensive snaps, okay? Tucker Kraft was on the field for 62 of them. Musgrave and Fitzpatrick each were on the field for 21. So that's 31% of the snaps. And then Ben Sims, the 4th tight end, who Fitzpatrick has moved ahead of apparently, was inactive. So assuming Tucker Kraft can't go, which again, we don't know that. We want to be very clear. We don't know enough to be able to say what his status will be. But if he is unavailable, it's going to be Musgrave, Fitzpatrick, and Sims. And it's a little bit like we were just talking about with Reed. What's great about Kraft is he does all the stuff the tight end does, right? He's like Chewy was, except even better in terms of pass catching and running after the catch. So Musgrave's going to maybe take on that pass catcher role that Kraft has, and then the other 2 guys, because Musgrave's strength is not blocking, that's for sure, and they're going to want to use their tight ends to thump Myles Garrett. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's unavailable, how they go about doing that.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, boys, take care. Be good.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line, and Mitch, you chime in with a good question because you just tuned in. What happened to Kraft? Well, Packers tight end Tucker Kraft had a knee injury today at practice. He's being evaluated, and they don't think it's season-ending, but it likely will be a short-term absence, but we'll gather more information.
Is that a week? Is it 4 weeks? Luckily, coordinators are about to meet with the press, so we'll get hopefully some sort of an answer, but he's also being evaluated right now. But again, that verbiage and the fact that national newsbreakers and local newsbreakers are both on it makes me feel like that's not super short term, meaning I don't think he'll only miss 1 game.
I agree with you, but I want to know how this affects the team in a deeper level and what they have to do moving forward without Tucker Kraft. And I have an idea, and we'll tell you about Tucker Kraft and what we hear and get to all that with you next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're 92.
Yeah. I thought it was 93. You said 93.
Almost 93.
When's his birthday?
May.
It's July.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43. Remember, we've got that tire debris at Brown Deer Road that was blocking the right lane. Looks like they were able to push that off onto the left shoulder. So you should be able to get through there without too much of an issue. We do have another crash, though, on southbound 43 right in the Marquette at westbound 94. It's off on the right shoulder. We've also got a crash on 94 eastbound at 84th Street. That's got the left shoulder blocked. So watch out for backups there. Those delays on eastbound continue all the way to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 63. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. A slight chance for a shower to the far west, a high of 75 at the lake, 78 inland. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic. Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Outfit your crew. Your workforce is your brand. From uniforms to safety apparel, Alpha Custom Apparel helps you outfit your team with gear that looks sharp and works hard. We create durable, functional apparel that keeps your crew comfortable and confident on the job. No more digging through endless catalogs. We handle the details so you can focus on running your business. With fast turnaround, custom options, and friendly Midwest service, we make it easy to keep your team looking their best. Visit alphacustomapparel.com. Let's get to work.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, I got two tweets because I want you to hear them from two different languages. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, Ben Brust, Alex Stro with you. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Get us on YouTube at ESP Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. This initially from Ian Rappaport. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, who had a breakout game against the Commanders with 124 yards and a TD, suffered a left knee injury in today's practice, per the insiders. Kraft will have it fully evaluated, but the belief is it's not a long-term issue. That was from the national perspective. This from Rob Domofsky, who's up in Green Bay right now, ESPN NFL Nation reporter. Packers tight end will be added to the injury list. That is Tucker Kraft after he got the knee injury. Kraft is undergoing tests to determine severity, but the Packers have reason to believe it's not a season-ending type injury. So we can't say that it's 10 weeks. We can't say that it's 6 weeks. We can't say that it's 4 weeks. We can't say that it's 2 weeks. We don't really know. But I think it's safe to assume that he will not be playing against the Browns on Sunday. Now, quickly, I did go check because I typically believe that this is the case, and I was proven right so far. The odds have not shifted for the spread. It's still the Packers minus 7.5. A position player of that, caliber doesn't move a line from a spread perspective, but it does provide some new challenges and opportunity for the Green Bay Packers offense. The first thing that popped in my head is what, Strofe?
The bye week, maybe?
No. No, that is not what popped
That's the
in my
first
head.
thing that popped in my head.
The first thing that popped into my head was they need to figure out how to get Josh Jacobs going. And it's going to be a tough task against the Cleveland Browns defense. Through 2 weeks, the Browns, from a pass rush standpoint, they are number 1 next to the Packers. They have allowed 45.5 yards per game in 2 games. The Packers are second at 48.5 yards per game. Now, I would say it was a weird game because there was a blocked punt. There was an interception that was taken all the way to like the 20, and Lamar threw a touchdown. There was also a scoop and score off a Joe Flacco fumble. Only 11 carries for Derrick Henry. They didn't go very far. I think he had 22, 23 yards. But my overall point is it was a weird style game, so that might be too early to just be like, oh my God, they're that stout. I think the Packers need Josh Jacobs to really have an effective game, and then you have opportunity. We talked about the guys. Malik Heath made a huge catch last week. Dontavian Wicks has been pretty good for the Green Bay Packers through 2 weeks. We know what he is. But can he elevate to the next level? Matthew Golden, we talk about his ASS adjusted separation score, leading the league in all wide receivers.
I'm proud of you.
Why?
You spelled the word ass and you didn't even crack a smile.
Well, yeah, because this is big news.
That's growth for you.
This is big news. Tucker Kraft is out, and who's going to be the...
We don't know that. We don't know he's out. It sounds like
Okay,
he's out.
fine.
He's going to be out.
Mr. Journalist over here.
Well,
I can read between the lines and know he's going to be out.
I agree with you. But I'm confused by the verbiage.
I agree. But
and the difference in verbiage.
Not long-term versus it doesn't sound like it's season-ending.
Yeah, and you know, Matt Schneidman of The Athletic, another guy that's gotten in on the news, says doesn't appear to be a long-term issue per source. So what the hell does that mean?
What does it all mean, Basil?
We're going to find out, but ultimately I agree with you. I would say at the very, very least we will not see Tucker Kraft on Sunday. I would guess we don't see Tucker Kraft at minimum until after the bye week. Now,
that naturally makes sense.
I bring up the bye week because it's already coming up quick. The
crazy.
Packers have 2 games left, this Sunday at Cleveland, the following Sunday at Dallas, and then it's their bye week before they return home on October 12th to play Cincinnati. So
it's funny how you end up hating a bye week and then end up maybe liking it a little bit more as things happen.
Yeah, because I mentioned this with Jason, but when you look at the Packers a year ago, and again, I understand they added some different dimensions to the receiving corps, specifically in Matthew Golden, but also in Savion Williams through the draft, so they have more pieces. But when you look at the Packers statistics from last year, their leading receiver was Jaden Reed, who's now out with that collarbone injury and the foot surgery he had earlier this week. Their second leading receiver was Tucker Kraft, who obviously winds up on the injury report today. Their third leading receiver last season was Christian Watson, who hasn't played a game yet this year. So typically for a team who's been as good as the Packers have been this year, it's pretty hard to just respond after losing your 3 leading receivers. The thing is, I think this team's deep enough, and maybe we can go back to the argument that we talked about yesterday and we talked a lot about 2 years ago.
When Christian Watson went out and others had the opportunity.
The Packers don't really need a number 1 receiver. It's better to have wide receiver 1 by committee. Well, that's ultimately what you're going to have at least for the next couple of weeks without Reed, without Watson, and likely now without Kraft is pass catcher 1 by committee. Now, this is a great opportunity for Luke Musgrave. It's a great opportunity for Matthew Golden and Dontavian Wicks and Savion Williams. And it's a great opportunity for Matt LaFleur to prove what he's made of as a play caller. That's what we need to see the next couple of weeks.
Let's put this on the poll, Chris. If Tucker Kraft is out, who will lead the Green Bay Packers in receiving yards on Sunday against the Browns? Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, Matthew Golden, or other? Because you have Malik Heath. I have Appleman in the Orchard chiming in on the Carbless Talk and text line that he just grabbed Musgrave in fantasy. I don't think that's the right move. I don't. Just as an aside, I don't think we should assume that Luke Musgrave's all of a sudden going to be like this 5-catch, 60-yard tight end. It's just in 1 week. I don't see that happening.
I agree with you, but honestly, you never know. That's the nice part about the unpredictability of the Packers offense. That's a guy they obviously like a lot. He's got really good vertical speed, but
we haven't seen it, though, so I can't trust it.
In a game scenario. You're right about that. So, yeah, we'll see. That's a blow, though. It's another
Who's your
blow.
answer?
The leading receiver on Sunday? I think it's the final time for the Matthew Golden game. But again, I don't know how much time they'll have to throw the ball when you're matching up with Myles Garrett and likely your backup right tackle out there.
I think
the injury bug's starting to freak me out a little bit, Benny.
I think, and again, we talked about that bye week. That's why, again, looking at it before the season, it's like, especially after what seemed like a good opportunity after you started 2-0, right? Which we are at right now. You're like, oh, it's a long stretch from the Thursday Night Football game to the Browns on the next Sunday. And Jaden Reed goes down in the game. Tucker Kraft, we're still waiting on like true evaluation and what it is and the timeline that it may or may not give us or likely not give us because Matt LaFleur, as we said earlier on Micah Parsons' snap count, he literally simply said, Chris, what? We'll see. I don't know if you have that, Chris. I don't think Chris has his headset on. We'll see.
We'll see.
There it is. So I'm going Romeo Doubs. I mean, Romeo Doubs has been a guy that Jordan Love goes to in those he needs the reliable guy situation. And I think he's going to need a reliable guy with Myles Garrett coming at him. And that's where, like, again, I know Matthew Golden has that pop potential. But in order to move the ball down the field, he's going to need to find a guy consistently. And I think for him, that's going to be Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, he's probably been, if you want to dub somebody, Mr. Reliability for Jordan Love.
Except for when he didn't show up.
Well, I wasn't talking about attendance. I wasn't talking about his punctuality. I was talking about the ability to actually make catches. He's probably been the front runner, I would say, through Jordan Love's now 2+ years as the starting quarterback. He's probably been that Mr. Reliability if you've got to give that title to somebody. So it's a safe pick. I agree with you. It's a guy he looks to on third downs. It's a guy he looks to over the middle. I'm really intrigued what opportunity this brings for a guy like Luke Musgrave, though. Could he be the leading receiver? Absolutely, he could be, after seeing what Tucker Kraft was able to do a week ago against a relatively good Washington defense on a Thursday night football game. I'm a little. I don't want to say worried because I
was going to say you're in a brain scrambler right now.
They play the Cleveland Browns, so I'm not worried. But it makes me grateful for the early bye week, which I definitely hated when the schedule was released because the injury bug is biting this team early and often this season. Think about it, right? Zach Tom leaves week 1. He's likely not going to play again this week. Aaron Banks is going to play this week, but that's an offensive lineman they spent a lot of money on who's already missed some time. Nate Hobbs didn't play in week 1. He played in week 2. We'll see. We assume he's going to go in week 3 defensively. Another free agent you spent money on. You're without
panicking
Jaden Reed.
right now.
You're now without
you're in full on panic.
I'm not in panic mode.
No, you're just you're talking about all the injuries. But here's
that's a lot of injuries.
I know
for
it is
into week 3.
But guess what? They're 2-0 and they can overcome it.
I agree with you.
Just like there's a little bit of franticness.
It's a lot of injuries, though.
It is.
I mean, I'm not going to split it any other way.
That's football.
That is football. Just a lot more football for the Packers than other teams, it seems, early in the season. But they'll be okay.
They will be okay.
They're going to go 17-0. Did you not hear Rasheed Walker?
As I've said, the only two people that I'd ever be concerned about would be Jordan Love and Micah Parsons. So keep them safe at all costs, offensive line. And Micah, if you're really ready to go, just protect yourself out there, buddy. We'll continue to react to Tucker Kraft's news. If you missed it, he suffered a knee injury in practice. He's being evaluated. Doesn't seem like a season ender, but it looks like he may be out for a period of time. I can't say extended, I can't say short, because we just don't know at this point. So we'll continue to react with you, 800-990-3776. And right now I'm going to tell you about something where you can get healthy at the Princeton Club. You can have a strong body, a strong mind, and help provide a strong community throughout the Madison location, throughout the New Berlin location that they have. They provide everything you need, whether your goal is a big goal or just a simple small goal. Get a tour. Look at the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin. They have all the assets you need, from the best equipment to personal training to workout classes, free childcare with the membership. You name it, they have it, so you can have a successful workout and build community for what you're looking for in your health goals. So join the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. More next on the Tucker Kraft News. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman with Ben Brust and Alex Stroh.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not
wild,
that.
I am
Every time I ask you to do something,
And
I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why you taking so, why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another week in the books. Are you betting on sports? My Saturdays are on a 10-2 run over the last two, and we are dominating football. Go to fatjacksports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on sports. Stop guessing. Check the results tab. See all of the winners that you're going to get that are posted and documented. fatjacksports.com. 10-2 the last two Saturdays. $2.99 through the end of the month. Sign up today and win this weekend at fatjacksports.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out The Best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Even your pickiest eater will say yes to this. Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin Subs. Perfect on their own with a favorite dipping sauce, or stacked in one of our two new subs. Classic crispy chicken or bold Buffalo Ranch crispy chicken. Made with quality chicken and served on our fresh baked bread. It's a mealtime win for kids and grown-ups. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hit the post. Doot-doo-doo. Ben Brust, Alex Stro, Chris Larson running the show, and I got a deal for you. It's BOGO, Connie's Frozen Pizza, cornmeal dusted crust, all natural ingredients. What's not to love? With a BOGO sale right now at Pick and Save and Metro Market stores, you can enjoy pizzeria quality without those pizzeria prices. Stock up. BOGO, buy one, get one deal is valid through September 30th at your local Pick and Save and Metro Market stores with Palermo's Pizza. On on Twitter at KBN ESPN. If Tucker Kraft is out on Sunday against the Cleveland Browns, who will lead the Green Bay Packers in receiving yards? And if you're just joining us, you're wondering why am I saying that? Well, Tucker Kraft suffered a knee injury at practice. He's being evaluated. It doesn't seem like it's season ending, but looks like he's going to miss some time. We still don't know that, but I think it's probably safe to assume with the news and the way it was worded, with the bye week after 2 games, it might be a safe play to say the soonest we'd see him is the Bengals in week 6. Stro started rattling off all the injuries because there has been a lot for the Green Bay Packers. Wouldn't you rather have these now than later?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, knowing, or at least assuming, I guess, at this point that this is not season ending, that's a good thing. Same with Christian Watson. You're going to get him back. Jaden Reed, you're going to get him back.
Isn't it also great that Joe Flacco is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns?
Sure is, yeah.
Isn't it also great that the Cowboys gave up 500 yards to Russell Wilson?
Yes, it is.
And then a bye.
Yes, it is.
So it's still very achievable. And like I mentioned, the line did not move from a spread perspective because of the news.
I didn't think it would.
The Packers still should be able to handle business against the Browns, and we'll still see what comes out of the news of Tucker Kraft.
Let me make it very clear. I'm still taking the Packers minus 7.5. I still think they win by probably 3 scores. I do not think this game against the Cleveland Browns will be close.
Yeah,
I just don't.
Your guy Brandon echoes that as well on the Carbless Talking text line. Get the injuries out of the way early. Let's have this team healthy in December and cooking. And I'm with Stro. It doesn't change my mindset about how this defense will absolutely swallow up Joe Flacco. I said it on Monday. It was elder abuse, and watching him roll out of the pocket. When I say roll, he should have just rolled. He might have rolled faster than he ran because him running isn't actually running. It's like watching Strofe run. I actually would love to watch you race Joe Flacco.
I don't think it would go well for me.
I think you'd beat Joe Flacco in a race.
You're just saying things. You're just saying things.
I'm not saying things. I watched the Ravens and Browns game. He can't move. He moves in slow motion, and you move in slow motion. It'd be a perfect slow motion race.
We'll see.
I wish we could see.
We'll see. I'm sure we could convince him after he retires. Speaking of retirement, by the way, sorry to derail us with only a little bit left. Did you see Clayton Kershaw's done after this year?
I did see that, Strofe, yes. I didn't know if that was relevant with the news.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so anyway. But this Tucker Kraft thing, I hate that because yesterday we did an exercise where we talked about the potential All-Pros.
Yep.
You miss time, your All-Pro chances go down. And after what we saw on Thursday, it was looking like Tucker Kraft was finally going to take that step and elevate himself into the top 5, top 4, top 3 tight end in the league conversation, which I still think he can do, assuming he only misses a couple weeks. But obviously this puts a little bit of a damper on it if he's going to miss some time.
Yeah, I spent the entire show essentially from 6 to 7 at Potawatomi Sportsbook for the weekly wager with Josh DiMaggio. Both of us talking about the impact that Tucker Kraft will likely have as he continues to grow. So timing isn't great.
No.
But it also could be way worse. Because Jaden Reed obviously went out. That's where the timing's not great. Tucker Kraft went out. Those are your 2 leading receivers last year. But the schedule aligns great for the Packers to still rack up wins because their team overall is better. You got Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison. The Damn Sports Show's next on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Strofe and I are with you till 5 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN, on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We'll be back with you in 2 short minutes. Brewers!
KBN's the show that never ends.
Well, we've got delays on eastbound 94, mainly coming from the Highway F area all the way through Barker Road. You're back on the brakes from 84th Street all the way through the stadium. We do have a crash at 84th Street as well. It is off on the left shoulder out of traffic. We've got southbound 43 backing up as you're making your way down from before Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound's a little bit backed up out of the Marquette as well, up and around North Avenue. Southbound 41, watch out for delays from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Northbound slow from Mayfair Road up to Capitol. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 63. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a slight chance for a shower far to the west. A high of 75 at the lake, 78 inland. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Well, I might not be able to talk, but I'm certainly able to drive. And I'm thankful that my car is looking beautiful, thanks to Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express is the go-to car wash location all across southeastern Wisconsin. T2 with Graphene is a membership level at Tsunami Express that I'm a part of, and I can get unlimited car washes with that. Not only that, free vacuums, detailing tools, and even tire air. Unbelievable value you can get right there at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Sign up at TsunamiExpress.com and enjoy your beautiful car. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Still white, but like the energy. That's Alex Stro.
Back us to the bowl,
Back
bro.
us to the bowl, bro.
Stop. No Kyle Wallace, clearly. No Brad Nortman.
Makes you say that.
Ben Brust, Alex Strofe with you till 5 o'clock. Chris Larson's running the show. 800-990-3776. It's the Carbless Talking text line. I'm going to get to this one real quick. John from the Twin Lakes. What if Flacco goes down and Sanders comes in? There's no game plan for him. Well, first off, Dylan Gabriel came in at the end of the game and is ahead of Sanders on the depth chart. And I don't care if it's Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel. They don't want to see Micah Parsons, Devontae Wyatt, LVN, Rashawn Gary, Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper. They don't want that. No matter who's at quarterback, my confidence level does not change in a defense that shut down Jaden Daniels and Jared Goff. Let me make that very clear.
And that would be the correct statement from Ben Brust. The good news about the excessive injuries that I was having a little crash out about 20 minutes
It wasn't
ago.
a full crash. It was like a mini.
Yeah, just a mini spiral.
Why are they all getting hurt right now?
What's going on here? The good news is the defense is very healthy outside of Nate Hobbs, especially the front seven. Nobody's on the injury report now that Micah Parsons is off of it. So really nothing to worry about other than obviously Brenton Cox is on IR, Colin Oliver's out, Nate Hobbs and Bo Melton are both questionable for this week's game. But other than that, you're healthy.
Well, Hobbs did play, so that is good that he played on Thursday. So that's a good, adequate amount of time after playing his first game. Hopefully you have that. And again, the defense gives you so much confidence. It's so great to know that, like, heading into a game, when you're missing your two pass catchers that led you in receiving yards, they're not there.
Yep.
And the confidence level that you have in the team overall is higher than it's ever been because of what this defense has shown you through 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's higher than it's been in the Love era for sure. I mean, going into Cleveland in any year usually seems like, okay, that's a win. And that's still how I feel about this Sunday. The Packers are going to go to Cleveland, and they're going to win because they are just going to impose their will, do what they want, and they are the much better team.
Yeah, really, since, I would say 2019 when you had Za'Darius and Preston Smith both in the double-digit sacks.
Yeah.
That was a time period, but they couldn't stop the damn run.
No, they couldn't.
And the Packers right now are doing both. They're actually second in the league in rush yards allowed. And I think why that's important to mention, as I mentioned how the team that's first is the Browns, is they stopped Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, who had a team that put up 52 points against the Bears after the Lions against the Bears.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Other than I was just going to get to, they also stopped Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders of getting off in the run game, and they were number 1 in the NFC in total yards last year. So impressive by the rush defense. So they're doing it on both stopping the run so far and with their pressure rate. Micah Parsons, Devontae Wyatt. Devontae Wyatt leads all interior defensive linemen in pressures.
Ooh, I hadn't seen that stat. That's a fun one. I mean, given that the Packers do lead the league in quarterback pressures, I guess that adds up. He's been all over the place.
He's got 11.
Wow, good for him. Yeah, I mean, but again, that's the Parsons effect we talk about every day, right? It just makes everybody on that line better and gives them more opportunity when he's constantly double-teamed or has the most attention on him. And the good news for Sunday is that is still the case. And the good news, hopefully, for that revenge game in Dallas is that will still be the case. The Packers' defense is, for the most part, all things considered, unscathed. It's the offense that you can look at and go, ooh, wish we had Reed. Ooh, wish we had Watson. Ooh, wish we had Kraft. Likely without all 3 of those guys coming up on Sunday. Definitely without the 2 receivers. But you still have weapons. And I guess this goes back to something I talked about a little bit yesterday.
I don't know if we should use the word weapons.
I mean, they are, by definition, weapons.
I know, but
we don't know how efficient of weapons they are.
But that's my overall point.
But I think this is where
they have capable wide receivers that can step up.
But I think this goes to the credit that Brian Gutekunst deserves, right? You take the swing on Matthew Golden in the first round of the draft, and again, he hasn't done a ton yet, only 2 catches for 16 yards, but his speed is evident, his route running ability is evident, and I mean, at least through preseason and training camp, when the ball's thrown his direction, he makes the catch. So he'll have more opportunity with Jaden Reed not on the field and Christian Watson not on the field at the wide receiver position. Savion Williams is a guy they've been experimenting with through the first 2 weeks. He's got two carries on offense. He's been lining up in the backfield. He'll be on the field more now without Jaden Reed. Luke Musgrave is a guy, now for the 3rd year in a row, I think all of us have come into the season going, I'm excited to see what he can do. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. He's healthy. So let's see what he can do on Sunday as the top dog, because he really hasn't been that since the beginning of his rookie year.
And it's funny, I just realized I read the poll question at the end of the 3 o'clock hour. I never gave the results.
You do that sometimes.
The poll was, if Tucker Kraft is out on Sunday, like we are likely expecting him to be against the Browns, who will lead the Green Bay Packers in receiving yards? Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, Matthew Golden, or other? 40% say Romeo Doubs. 24% say Dontavian Wicks. 32% have Matthew Golden. So pretty split.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, we've been waiting to see
and like this is to what you were saying, like
it's a crapshoot. I mean, it really is when when you look at it. Luke Musgrave is another name I'd throw in there, but I appreciate the other response, as you can only put 4 options on a Twitter poll. I'd rather have other, and I guess if you vote other, you're likely thinking Luke Musgrave. I don't think he'll be the leading receiver. I think it'll be Matthew Golden. I think, what we've seen through 2 weeks is the guy is good, and this could be a really good opportunity for the breakout game, as long as Jordan Love has enough time, sufficient time to throw the football.
You were eavesdropping on Adam Stanovich's press conference.
I don't know if eavesdropping is the correct word here.
In a way, because it felt weird because like we were in the break and you were trying to like get your last ear to the speaker as we were about to go on air. So it just felt like you were
trying to retain some information.
Yeah. So what did you retain?
He pulled a Matt LaFleur when asked about Tucker Kraft. He frankly said,
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll go back for a second here, Chris, because if you missed it, Micah Parsons wants to play more snaps.
Yep.
Matt LaFleur about him playing more snaps.
We'll see.
And the direct quote, which Rob Domofsky just tweeted from Adam Stanovich on Tucker Kraft's injury. Hopefully he'll be all right, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
We'll see. We're all just
wait
witnesses.
And see, baby. Kick your feet up. It's going to be a while. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
What's the status? How long's he out?
We'll see.
Will he play on Sunday?
We'll see.
Doubtful.
Doubtful. But we don't know that. He's undergoing tests as we speak, so I mean,
I know we don't
defense,
know that. I know you're going journalist on me. He's not going to play on Sunday.
I don't think so either, given the uptick in news on him. I agree with you. But they legitimately have no idea what the issue is.
My bad. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's my bad.
We'll see.
The answer for everything for this show for the next 4 minutes about the Green Bay Packers offense and what we're going to expect to happen is
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Is Jordan Love going to throw for 250 yards with this receiving core?
We'll see.
Will he throw for 200 yards?
We'll see.
Will Josh Jacobs be able to get some yardage against the best run defense statistically through 2 weeks?
We'll see.
Who's going to be the leading receiver for the Packers?
We'll see.
Is Luke Musgrave going to stay on his feet?
We'll see.
Is the defense going to be able to make Joe Flacco look like an idiot again?
We'll see.
Is Brandon McManus going to be the hero?
We'll see.
Or will he doink it?
We'll see.
Any other we'll sees?
We'll see.
Okay. I think we nailed them all.
Any other we'll sees? We'll see.
That's yeah. Well,
like
any
that.
other we'll sees?
I like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Are
you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just hate the, no pun intended, I hate the wait and see nature of this. Because this news comes out and it's like, left knee. Probably not long term, but he's undergoing tests. Probably not season ending, but we really don't know what it is yet, so he's going to undergo some tests. And then, 20 minutes after this was reported is when the coaches are speaking. Not after all the tests are done and they can actually give an accurate assessment of what his health status is.
I mean, who knows? They may know. I guess he's probably getting an MRI.
Have you ever had any injury?
No, but you definitely, with their ability, you get an MRI.
Given the news that has come out,
he's getting an MRI.
We know, but we can assume it's not like a torn ACL. It's not a torn meniscus. It's none of those.
I don't think you can say that until an MRI.
But those are season ending.
Correct.
And they've
but again,
they don't believe it's season ending.
But that's a belief.
I hate it here.
I hate to be that guy.
I hate
but
it.
I'm being genuinely honest when I say, like, you can't know. Like, you could feel around and see if, like, the trainers can put your knee in a spot and test, if it's stable and whatnot. But you never, and we, again, if there was an NBA player that played without ACLs, and I'm blanking on his name. He went to Pitt.
What?
Insane.
Wait, can you just not have an ACL?
Technically, but it's obviously very painful.
For the record, I did a D- in human anatomy in high school, so this is not my strong suit. Not that
I think it was DeJuan Blair, wasn't it?
DeJuan Blair.
Nicely done, Chris. Good
Pitt
pull.
basketball is not ACL-less player. Fascinating, but you can't play football. I mean, you have to be a complete animal, which Tucker Kraft is. And maybe that's what we can't put aside here. Is we still don't know, but all I'm saying is the belief is that it's not. But until an MRI is done, you can't say for full certainty.
Yeah.
Did I just ruin your day some more?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chris, you have nailed that completely, wonderfully.
Let's see if you ruined my day. I don't know.
Here on Kyle Brust.
I think I'm okay. I just
okay. Now you're talking to yourself about your emotions.
Well, that's healthy, Ben. It's healthy. It's healthy to come to terms with your emotions. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am fine. I think the Packers are going to win. I just
okay.
Again, I hate.
You've learned now at this point in your relationship, anyone that says I'm fine isn't actually fine.
Well, depending on the context.
No,
I think in this context, I am fine.
You're not.
I am. I like
Stro. I've been with you for the last 45 minutes, and you're going a little over the place.
Remind
here.
me to switch my fantasy lineup.
No. I can't wait to see 0 points next to Tucker Kraft's name.
No, I'm 0-2 in the KBN listener league, so I got to fix that.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It is. It is embarrassing, yes. I agree. Yeah.
Stro, be better for all of us.
I'm working on it, pal.
All right. We'll keep working. I do want to talk about the Milwaukee Brewers because we've talked a lot of Tucker Kraft, and there's something great going on with the Brewers and the opportunity that's in front of them. It was a really good day for them yesterday, and another big opportunity for their game tonight, which Stro will be at. We will talk about these Milwaukee Brewers next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach. Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
41 southbound at Pilgrim Road. We've got a broken down vehicle stuck in the right lane, so watch for the delays to start to build. Beyond that, you've got delays from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. The northbound side slowing just before Mayfair Road all the way up to Capitol. Eastbound 94, you've got backups from Highway 16 all the way through the Barker Road area, back on the brakes from 92nd Street through to 35th, and westbound 94 backed up out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower to the far west. A high of 75 at the lake, 78 inland. Weather's brought to you by Avondale Roofing. Raise the roof and your standards with Avondale Roofing, your trusted partner for over 30 years. Remember, they get on top so you don't have to. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
I'd like you to listen to a little question and answer session with James Imaging Systems client Preston Clark. He oversees IT services at Creative Business Interiors. Preston, why James?
I do feel like that we are partnered, again, as opposed to being sold to.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
If I need service, they're here almost within 4 hours every time. I've never had an issue where I'm like, where is that guy?
That works for you and the business, right, Preston?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to worry about it.
Plus, there's IT-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems.
I've got information that I can then go to my superiors with and say, hey, here's how we can save a little bit of money.
And
then I kind of look like the hero, too.
Want to be the hero in your office? Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Avondale Roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
Now that's a roof.
Avondale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
one. Let's go to the beach, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad bitch like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron.
Tucker Kraft is injured. We'll continue to update you as you learn more. If you missed any of our reaction, you can go back and listen. I'm sure we'll hit on it some more. But it's Ben Brust with Alex Stro with you, KBN Nation, until 5 o'clock, 800-990-3776.
I feel so much better now that Nicki Minaj is playing.
It's a banger. This takes me right back to college.
Come on, here we go.
Starships were meant to fly.
All right, glad you're feeling better. Don't mean to make you feel worse, but
what now?
We're just gonna relive the fact that I was at your favorite player's third home run in person. Sal Frelick had his third home run with me in attendance. You've seen zero, nilch, nada, 9.
That's enough out of you. But James the Postman, texts in. He says, mark these words, Strofe. Salvatore will hit a home run for you tonight.
On his very last at bat. So you can sweat the whole game. Then right there when you think it's over and you miss your opportunity, out of here.
I hope he's right. That'd be so sweet. But one thing I do know to be a fact.
Is he in the lineup?
We don't know that to be a fact. But one thing I do know for a fact right now at this moment, the Brewers will win tonight. Quinn Priester's pitching. They have not lost since before Memorial Day when Quinn Priester pitches.
What a fascinating stat.
Isn't that crazy?
Not talked about enough. Definitely not talked about enough.
I believe it's 18 games that Quinn Priester has appeared in a row, which is the franchise record. The Brewers have won every single one of them. That is a ridiculous stat. So what I do know for a fact is that I am attending a win tonight.
I don't like when you do this, especially in a game like baseball, which is a little fickle.
It is. Wow. Good word.
But I do want to talk about how it was a huge night for the Milwaukee Brewers. I was at the game. They win handily. They have another opportunity against the Angels, who are throwing out the worst lineups possible because they're just bringing up a bunch of prospects and guys who had opportunities that might, be able to pop again or just give them a shot because they're done. They're out. They're finito. And so Kikuchi's pitching against Priester. I would take, obviously, the
Nilch and finito in the same 3 minutes span.
Yep, a lot going on in this brain.
Yeah, clearly.
Very excited, though, because then I saw that it was 5-0. Went to bed, it was 3-0, and I woke up a 5-0 win for the Dodgers over the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives the Brewers a 2.5-game lead on the Phillies. The Phillies do not play tonight.
They do not.
So if the Brewers do win tonight with you in attendance, they will go up 3 games on the Phillies, and they have the tiebreaker winning the season series against the Phillies. 9 games left, 10 games left in the regular season for the Milwaukee Brewers, which if you can get that separation after today, that would be massive down the stretch, which the Phillies have an easier schedule, but the Brewers, have something to play for, which I think is great heading down the stretch. So you don't have this weird sort of, how do we end the season? No, you got to keep playing great baseball to get that number 1 overall seed and solidify being an American Family Field as long as you're in the playoffs.
So something we said yesterday, which I will say again right now, is you got to treat this like the playoffs from this point forward. Losses only hurt you. Now, I think you and I are in agreement, especially with a win tonight, which I'll get back to in a moment. I think the division race is over. The Cubs do play later as well, but it's still a 5-game lead with only 10 games remaining, counting tonight, 9 games tomorrow, as you mentioned. If the Brewers complete the sweep tonight of the Angels and go out of town, they go to St. Louis this weekend with 9 games remaining, and they have a technical 4-game lead on the Phillies for the number 1 seed, you pretty much just have to go 500 the rest of the way.
And again, they need to be perfect. They can't have a slip up here or there.
The Brewers or the Phillies?
The Phillies.
Yeah, correct. So that's really, really good news for what your postseason looks like. Now, nothing is a guarantee. We know that in baseball. It's a little fickle. But
you mad I used that word?
No, I'm giving you credit, and I'm stealing it. Nothing in baseball is a guarantee. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. But the good news is you will have then earned the most to your ability controlling your own destiny. You would get home field advantage as long as you are alive. And that is a huge feather in the cap, whether that's in the NLDS, the NLCS, or the World Series. You play at home more than the team you're playing. And
Right
we
now-
know how good these crowds have been in AdFam.
Well, right now the Brewers are, I believe, third best in baseball, which they are, with the home record of 50-27. They are third in baseball in ERA. They are first in run differential.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're I believe first, unless the Blue Jays. Yeah, the Blue Jays have them by 8 runs. Other than that, they're right up there. They're everywhere you'd want them to be. Talking about a team that's vying for a number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
You have, I believe I saw Quintana got the 15-day DL. Why did I say DL? Oh my gosh, IL. McGill had a little bit of a setback, but if you can just get this bye, this is a timing where it could work out in your favor of some of these guys that have had a little bit of nicks and bruises. Get that bye. It could be timely for the Milwaukee Brewers, and I think this team is built differently where they're not going to be scared of, all right, we've had a week off. What do we do? They're young. They're hungry. And I know there's a little bit of they're still very young and they haven't made it this far in the postseason because it's been very long since they got out of the first round. But how about skipping it? That sounds fun to me.
Agreed.
Less games to have to win a World Series is better than trying to build momentum because we've been a part of too many of these wild cards where in these wonky 3-game series, anything can happen. Give yourself the best opportunity and be at home as much as possible because as you said, and you've said it really good, really well. I've had good times and I've had bad times so far in terms of using my word choice in this segment. You said it really well. Every loss can hurt this team the rest of the way. And that's to getting to a 1 seed and then obviously moving into the playoffs.
A win tonight is actually huge. And obviously any win the next couple of days is huge. But on an off day for the Phillies where you catch up to them, they've played one more game than you at this point. That's why it's 2.5. To make it 3, technically 4 with only 9 games to go, they'd need to play effectively
Near perfect
baseball down the stretch with 9 games remaining for them as well.
It's a big game.
When they get back to work tomorrow.
It's a big game. It really is. And it's an opportunity against a crappy team.
The Brewers have done their part this series because obviously there was a couple rough weeks, which, and by rough, I don't mean like they were awful, but there was
500 baseball.
There was one bad series where they got swept or they lost 3 or 4. But other than that, yeah, it's baseball, man. Like that happens in a season. What we have witnessed since mid-May from this team is just about nothing but wins, which is kind of unheard of, but a big one tonight.
Let's go to the Carbless Talk and Text line. Jake in Milwaukee, you have a stat you'd like to share regarding the Brewers. Hopefully it's vetted.
So this is a stat I looked up, and this is factual. The last 5 times a team has gone into the playoffs, and they have a top 5 team batting average and a top 5 team ERA. The last 5 times that's happened, those teams have won the World Series. Houston in 2022, Dodgers, I know it's COVID, but 2020. Red Sox in 18, Astros in 17. I know they had the cheating scandal, and the Cubs in 2016. So it looks pretty good right now for the Brewers with that statistic.
Say the statistic one more time for me.
Top 5 ERA, top 5 batting average.
Okay, got it. So a team that falls into that category wins the World Series?
I think as the number 1 seed potentially.
Got it. Just to throw it out there, though, the Blue Jays also have number 1 in batting average, number 3 in ERA. Oh, no, I lied. I was looking at team wins. Brewers are the only team. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're winning the World Series.
I was like, I knew you wanted to vet that, but after he said that, I just wanted to go.
But he said, this is real.
This is real. I looked it up. Okay.
Jake, I love you, but like,
do you work for Elias? ESPN Stats and Info? Like, what's the credential?
Yeah. No. According to ESPN Stats, they are number 2 in batting average. They are number 2 in team ERA.
The Phillies do go to the Diamondbacks, who shouldn't have any opportunity to make the playoffs.
Well, they're still in it, though, technically, aren't they?
Yes, because the Mets
and like very.
I think they're a game and a half back, potentially, or a game back. They're a game and a half back of the Mets for the last wild card.
2 games back.
I'm literally looking at the Mets record and the Diamondbacks record. It says
the Mets are 79 and 74. The Diamondbacks are 77 and 76. That equals 2 games.
Oh, you know what? There was a lot of day games today.
There sure was.
I think this was open from, this was open before the Mets must have won today.
There you go.
So yes, 14.5 back from the Brewers, and the Diamondbacks 16.5 from the Brewers would equal 2 games. Math with Stro and Brust on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
2 mathematicians of this office.
We need Brad for math when he comes back. Kyle's no good at math, but Kyle can tell us about his good friends that have helped update his home. Home. Update his home. Kyle, start talking, damn it.
Kyle, where are you?
Hey, it's Kyle Walls here, and September is here. The kids are back in school. Vacations are winding down, and for a lot of us, that means one big thing. It's time to refocus on the house. Fall's the perfect season to tackle those home improvement projects before the weather turns cold. And listen, if your windows are old, drafty, or just plain inefficient, now's the time. Right now, you can finally do something about it with Universal Windows Direct, and they have an incredible September offer. Peep this. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. There is absolutely no limit on how many windows you buy. Just know you only pay for half, and they make life so easy at UWD because you will get 0% financing for 3 whole years. So that means no interest and no pressure. And here's a bonus you'll love. $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule today. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Thanks, Kyle. Guess what, Strofe?
What?
No Freelick in the starting lineup.
I knew it was. I told you. I called that. Did I not? I told you it was going to happen.
You did say it, and unless my eyes have mistaken me, you'll be hoping for a pinch hit home run. And I'll still have 3 in person watching Sal go yard. More Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with Strofe and Brust next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. Ooh, jeez. I was in life.
Long week. On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's pretty slow along southbound 41 from about Appleton Avenue down to Capitol. Pretty solid there. And the northbound side backing up just before Mayfair Road up past Capitol Drive. Got more delays on the bypass heading out of the Zoo Interchange down past Greenfield almost to Lincoln. On westbound 894 backups from just before Forest Home all the way through the Hale Interchange. Southbound 43, watch out for delays from about Hampton all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound slow for the Marquette up to North. And we have a crash on 94 eastbound at 84th Street off on the left shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 63. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower far to the west. A high of 75 at the lake, 78 inland. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The Fall Trade-Up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at Wish Fest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the Wish Fest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out The Best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet?
RV wins!
Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach?
RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models only.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tomorrow at 3:30, make sure you tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman as we will do Green Bay props and preview presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training. And if you have a dog that doesn't listen to you and you ask yourself, why are they not listening to what I say? Look no further than Sit Mean Sit. Matt and his team are dedicated to helping you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule a free consultation. Just go to sitmeansit.com, click on the Milwaukee and Waukesha pages, and you will be on your way. Also, check out the Green Bay Game Night post-game show Sunday with Tausch and Homer giving you who the real dog of the game is. It's a bad dog.
Was it?
Bad dog. Bad dog.
You gotta understand something. I got my little 11-pound pup. She's saying, I don't really hear a lot of masculine guard dog barking around.
Me
my
either. I got
parts.
2 20-pounders. Beads in Milwaukee. You're on the Carbless Talking text line. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with Brust and Stro. What do you got?
The source.
Curious on your thoughts, which streak ends first? Love not throwing an interception, 8 games, and then Jacobs with the 11 touchdowns.
Ooh, I like that question.
I like that question too.
I would say the Love interception list streak ends first. I think he throws one on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah. Myles Garrett in his face, pocket tries to make a throw, tries to be the hero. Just throws one. It's okay. They're going to be up by 20 points at that point.
Oh, that'll be fine. Also, I was going to say that Frelick will get a home run on a pinch hit tonight, but now I don't know what that answer, but I'll take it.
I appreciate the support. It's actually been lovely to see KBN Nation come out in droves to say, Strove, don't worry, he doesn't need to be in the lineup, bro. He's gonna pinch hit and hit the walk-off.
Everyone knows that Sal's a big pinch hit home run guy.
Yes, he's done a lot of that in his career. Thank you, Beats.
Thank you, Beats. I guess I'm thinking 11 straight touchdowns is really, really impressive. That's which is harder. I feel like 11 straight touchdowns is harder.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now 8 games. Now let's not undermine. Also we should point out the 8 games without interception is only in the regular season. He did throw 3 interceptions against the Eagles, so he kind of made up for lost time there in the playoff game.
Yeah, I mean Jacobs is more impressive, but he's got a tougher challenge with again
the best run defensive football through 2 weeks.
Through 2 weeks, which I'm not completely sold on based off of the game flow of how that Ravens-Browns game went.
That's fair.
For those who've missed it, Tucker Kraft did go down in practice with a knee injury. They're evaluating him right now, but it's hard for us to even tell you any more than it doesn't seem like it's season ending. And I do want to go back to something I saw from Jonah. Jonah had texted in earlier, 800-990-3776. Read between the lines. They have solid testing for knee ligaments. Don't think it's long-term. Means he passed the ACL testing, but there's probably something else, MCL, PCL, LCL, meniscus, blah, 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 blah. And I get that.
Did you just blah, 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 Jonah?
Well, there's just a lot more.
Well, it seems very intelligent.
No, I agree with all this. I literally mentioned they have good testing, but you still never know from an internal standpoint until you do the MRI and see that everything's intact. You could do all the testing and it could pass because somebody's tough and they're just built different. Literally, I was talking about how that DeJuan Blair guy from Pitt played basketball with no ACLs.
I can't believe that's real. I didn't know you could like bend your knee willingly if you didn't have an ACL.
It's more lateral that's harder.
So if
he was a big fella, so like sliding left to
like
right,
defending?
cutting,
like if I'm defending
like
you, a ball carrier?
straight line,
Okay,
you'll be
I
good.
can run. Yeah,
you
40 or dash.
Yeah, it's when you have to cut and it bend. It's more lateral.
Are you watching me move right now? If you had a ball in your hand, I'd have you locked up.
Yeah, let's not go there. So Tucker Kraft being evaluated, and like I mentioned, we just don't know. Like Adam Stenavich joined for his press conference while all the evaluation is going on, and he pulled the Matt LaFleur where he said, "We'll see what happens with Tucker Kraft. We'll see if we have to adjust the game plan. We'll see. We'll see." The name of the show today is "We'll See."
Yeah, it is.
Thanks to Matt LaFleur.
Yep.
We'll see.
Which means somebody's got to step up. Josh Jacobs in the run game. Dontavian Wicks.
We'll see.
Matthew Golden.
We'll see.
Romeo Dobbs.
We'll see.
Luke Musgrave.
We'll see.
John Fitzpatrick.
We'll see.
Ben Sims.
We'll see.
I didn't expect that John Fitzpatrick pop.
He passed Ben Sims.
He did. I mean, he's a backup tight end this week, likely.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Huh.
Trying to think who else we'll see. Nate Hobbs?
We'll see.
Zach Tom?
We'll see.
I don't think that's a we'll see.
Probably not.
Aaron Banks?
We'll
Looking
see.
good.
Looking good.
He actually said he'll play.
Yeah, twice now this week.
Oh, he said it again today? Did I miss that?
No, he said it to Jason Monday and yesterday.
Oh, wow. Welcome back.
So looking good for Aaron Banks. I do want to spend some time with Brian Bulaga. Anytime we can get extended time. Whoa. What we got going on, Chris? Anything cool?
No, that was just
Despop?
Despop, yep.
All right, happens to the best of us. I do want to spend some in-depth time with Brian Bulaga, especially with this news.
What word did you say?
Desk pop. Look it up.
Desk pop?
It's like when you accidentally click a button.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that before.
Just make sure. Oh, actually, I don't know if I should use that.
Okay.
In Canada, yeah. All right. Brian Bulaga next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half an hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that. I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Marquette family is hurting. Two men's lacrosse student athletes were tragically taken far too soon in an accident that has shaken the entire community.
In the face of unimaginable loss, this team continues to show strength, love, and resilience.
Embodying what it truly means to be part of the Marquette family.
Now they need us.
You can support the team through the Men's Lacrosse Excellence Fund, with every dollar going to help them during this time of unprecedented challenge.
Find the link to help pinned to ESPN Milwaukee's Twitter page.
We are Marquette.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Rich Eisen.
What he has become in the NFL is truly remarkable. We all know his journey. Cleveland decided to go with Deshaun Watson instead of him, and then he's the guy. You never want to be the guy after the guy. Certainly when the guy is Tom Brady. You want to be the guy who comes after the guy, after that guy. And all he has done is win football games. Baker Mayfield, in weeks 1 and 2, led fourth quarter game-winning drives with hardly any time left in Atlanta and in Houston. And Baker's essentially saying, come at me. And I can't get enough of that. How many times do you call a quarterback a football player? Because this guy plays football. And what that means is he's not a piece of fine china back there that you can't touch. As a matter of fact, if you touch him, you're only going to serve to instigate. And all he does is just dig in and win football games.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnofthebog.com.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might
Yeah, Ben Brust and Alex Stro with you till 5 o'clock, leading you into the Homer Hour.
back home. I've got some famous friends. Yeah,
Chris Larson running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. And if you haven't yet, make sure you download the ESPN Wisconsin app. Joining us now, before the Homer Hour, is Brian Bulaga, the former Packer. Brian, what is going on?
Not much. How we doing?
Doing well, doing well. Now, it's some interesting news because it's hard to fully dissect based off the reports from Rob Domofsky and Ian Rappaport about Tucker Kraft's knee injury today. Are you up to date first and foremost?
I saw there was a knee injury, and that's about as far as I know, right? And I saw a couple reports that saying it's not season ending, which I don't like the sound of that.
They have reason to believe it's not season ending, and then Rappaport had said it's of the belief that it's not a long-term issue. So 2 different verbiages, but kind of the same thing. But not doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside.
No, that does not. That does not make me feel good by any stretch of the imagination, which makes me believe that it's not a 1 week thing. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like a 1 week thing or a 2 week thing. It's more of a potential multiple week, right? Like a month or 2, which is not a good thing. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah. And, this is coming off of Jaden Reed leaving the game and having, the Jones fracture fixed and his clavicle fixed. We're talking about Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft as the 2 guys who led them in receiving yards last year. Obviously, number 1 with Jaden Reed, number 2 in Tucker Kraft. No Christian Watson.
Who was number 3? What
do you make of that with who they have left to throw the ball to?
Yeah. Okay. So like this is where the issues kind of begin, right? Like this is kind of the one thing when you looked at the Green Bay Packers where issues could always begin, and it's with every NFL team is depth. I mean, the thing with Green Bay was you looked at them from the outside and spectacular depth at the wide receiver position, right? You look at them, bunch of guys, and you drafted rookies and lots of potential. But one goes down, one's coming back from PUP. Now your number 1 tight end goes down. Obviously, you're not sure about the length of that injury. You're technically the way your number 1 wide receiver, I think we can call him that because the way he was performing at this point in the season, right? I know it was early, was performing at a very high level. He's probably going to be out for, I think we could probably say, I don't know, 8 weeks at the minimum.
8 to 10.
I think we could say and feel comfortable about that number. Watson, not sure about his return, right? You don't know there. Wicks, it's just, Dobbs has to obviously step up. Golden now has to step up. Williams now, it's just one of those things that guys now have to pick up the slack. And now the tight end room with Kraft being out, now that room gets thin. Right now, you got 2 guys in there, and it becomes a very thin room. When we saw against Washington, a lot of 3 tight end personnel groupings out there that were very effective, very good personnel groups that he ran that made a lot of big plays.
12 personnel is 2 tight end. What do they call the 3 tight end?
I mean, we normally just called it big personnel. Is like,
I like that.
I mean, that's normally just what we would call it. I mean, they probably call it 13, I guess, if you want to. I mean, that's technically what it is. I mean, 1 back, 3 tight ends. We just called it big personnel.
Just put Chris Brooks out there. Go to a good old fashioned 22 personnel, Brian. That's just what you got to do, right? Make Chris Brooks be the fullback.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. It's just one of those things now when you start losing. Not only that, but the favorite weapons of Jordan Love, his go-to weapons, it becomes one of these things that it's trust.
Correct.
It's trust, and that's the issue.
So I agree with you on that, but I would just push back on these 2 points. Number 1, this is why you make the investment in the draft they did in Matthew Golden and Savion Williams. And number 2, this is why you make the investment in Jordan Love they did at $55 million a year. I mean, you had a front row seat to Aaron Rodgers elevating guys around him, right? I mean, I guess I'd rather these guys be out of games now than in December and January. And truthfully, I view this as a very good opportunity for Jordan Love to prove he is the man, right? You might be without Kraft and you might be without Watson and Reed for a while, but you've got some good pieces around you still. Maybe not. You'd obviously rather have those 3 guys healthy, but you don't. That's the reality of the situation. How do you respond as a $55 million quarterback? That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I think obviously we see early on in the season, he's been dealing to a lot of different guys, right? I mean, he's been spreading the ball around. He's been doing a good job at that. It's the point where defenses now, when you start taking away weapons, right? When you start pulling weapons out of there, they can start to hone in on things a little bit better, right? And it becomes a little more I don't want to say one-dimensional, but they can key in on things better. They don't have to worry about so many issues that they have to worry about, right? And that's the thing that Green Bay had. And they still got a lot of good, don't get me wrong, they got a lot of good players. But when you have all these guys spread out around the field, defenses don't really know which way to look, and they don't know where to cover, and they don't know where to provide more resources and double teams and shifting safeties and doing things like that. Plus Jacobs in the backfield. So when you remove Kraft, which is a big issue for defenses running through the middle of the field, as we saw against Washington, Musgraves can still do it. It's not that he can't do it, but Kraft is just one of those top tight ends in the league, and you remove that. it makes teams feel a little more comfortable bringing extra safeties down into the box to play the run. And they feel way more comfortable playing one high and kind of baiting them to throw the football. And that's a thing that you have to be careful. You have to play them out of that, right? And you have to be able to throw them out of that to do that. So it's just one of those things that you hope it's not long term. At least I don't hope it's long term, and they can adjust on the fly because it is Thursday, right? Game plan is essentially done. It's in.
That is the interesting part. I agree.
Yeah, the game plan is done. It's in. You hope they can make adjustments on the fly and be ready to go on Sunday.
Brian Bulaga joining us here on Kyle, Brust and Nortman with Ben Brust and Alex Strofe leading into the Homer Hour. So, Brian, as of now, through 2 weeks, the Browns lead the league in rushing defense in 45 yards per game. I think it's a little fluky, in my opinion, based off the game flow against the Ravens, and Derrick Henry only got 11 carries. Didn't go very far, so they were effective against him. My overall point is, with that stout, so far, run defense, and what we know about not having the top 3 pass catchers, likely, in the game on Sunday, how would you approach attacking the Browns with this Packers offense?
Yeah, I still think you're going to have to try to run the football, right? You're going to have to try to do it. And it's a matter of how Cleveland is going to respect the pass game, right? With Kraft out. And obviously we know Reed's out, so that's no mistake. But with Kraft out, it's how are they going to respect the pass game? And what they show you is how you're going to have to adjust. And you're probably going to have to throw them out of certain looks early. And that's kind of what I was getting at. You're going to have to make them get into more favorable looks for the run game is what I'm saying. Against Baltimore, it's different, right? Every look is a run look against Baltimore, right? That's how Baltimore presents almost every look, unless it's 3rd and long. Every look that Baltimore shows you, you have to stop Lamar or Henry. That's the look that they present. Green Bay doesn't show that look all the time. So it's a matter of how Cleveland is going to line up to certain formations. But the thing is, I still think you're going to have to get the ball out early. You're going to have to play on time. With Jordan's not going to be able to hold the ball forever because Myles Garrett is there. And we're not sure about the status of Zach Tom.
Not good.
Probably not ideal. And you don't want to put Belton in the worst situations, which we kind of saw Washington do with Micah Parsons last week. It's not a good situation to put rookies in against high-end pass rushers. So you want to protect those guys and obviously protect your quarterback. So you still got to try to run it. You got to try to, present that and do as much as you can there and work play action off of that. But you still have to be able to throw the football and threaten Cleveland, because that's where Cleveland is vulnerable. If you can block up Garrett and a few of those guys up front, they're very vulnerable in that part of their defense. But it's just a matter of, can your weapons now get open? And that's the thing. We have weapons. It's just now when you remove some of these guys, can they work themselves open?
Who would you rather block, real quick, Brian? Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett? Who would you rather be matched up against?
It's like, do you want to bang your head against a paver or concrete? It's which one do you want to do?
Sophie's choice.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I don't love either option. To be honest, either option is really bad.
Yep. That's what I was going for. Yep.
Yeah, I don't like either option.
So
neither.
That's Brian Bulaga. He's going to be joining Homer in about 2 minutes. Thanks, Brian.
All right, guys.
Don't go anywhere. It's been fun with Alex Strofe as my co-host. He'll be back, I believe, next week with me.
I think I'm back on Monday, yeah.
Not Tuesday?
Tuesday, too.
All right.
Yeah, I think Monday and Tuesday.
You got the Homer Hour up next in 2 minutes.
We'll see.
All right, southbound 41.